What's up, my guys? Welcome to the D&D again with the Yugibois. Playing some D&D. I am always your Dungeon Master, Nick. Today we are in the Northern Hold. They are currently in one of the inns. They've been resting for the day. They kind of had a good stew, a good night's rest. Some things have been happening in the Northern Hold that they're unaware throughout the night. So they'll be waking up to a fresh morn of many differences and changes. The orcs did invade the Northern Hold and they gained it. But we don't know, and they don't know yet, if Doggerthorn's here. Dogthorn. And if he is, what will they do? Will they attempt to stop him, or will they try and just get information and send it to the guild? Alright, well, let's go. Action. Alright, so you guys are in an inn. Gradle is
a very small inn.
It's this.
I went to circle jerk you guys. I'm in a different room.
You guys are all in different rooms. Gradle's in a different room. You guys don't know he's there. It is about, I would say, about 7 a.m. currently right now. It's bitterly cold. You guys are somewhat comfortable in the beds. It's just very uncomfortable just because of how cold it has been the past couple days since you were out and about. But also, it just seems the inn's not well insulated or anything, even with fur blankets and stuff like that. You do have your winter clothes that you put back on, so you still are more comfortable.
It's Constitution.
You also have fur.
You have apple bottom jeans and boots with the fur.
And I'm thinking. Sorry. Zen was with Kel last night.
Yeah.
So he appears to be sweating, like very profusely and very, very low breathing.
Got COVID.
Is he sick?
It's COVID.
I don't know. Kel, do you want to check on him?
I suppose I should. Zen, how are you? You look pale.
He doesn't seem to be responding to you. I would say give him a medicine check.
I'm so good at
He's dreaming about trees.
No, I'm so good at medicine checks.
What?
Well,
Okay.
Do it!
It won't
Do
help.
it!
I have a
Do
zero.
it!
I have a +0.
Well, you
You
could have
won't
run
know.
something better.
You don't understand what's going on. You think he's just faking it, so you kind of just like push at him. He still seems to be not budging. He just seems to have almost been sweating through the night. Very, very labored breathing. You're kind of shouting at this point, just trying to be like, you're just kidding. Alistair, you start hearing Kel kind of making a ruckus in the next room. And you start hearing
A ruckus?
Kel
He's making a ruckus.
yelling. And you're a few rooms down, so it's pretty loud that you're just like, you're faking
God
it. Get
damn
out.
it, Zen, wake up!
So,
Someone needs to actually a level 11 area B up in here. Chill his ass out.
what do you guys do?
Go investigate.
Okay, cool. You open your door and you start heading down the hall. Are you doing anything else?
I'm eating my stew.
Alright. Your leftover stew from yesterday?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't believe he's
so
the one that's
cold.
eating it.
It's very cold.
It's alright. Come from bones. Build up
Alright.
my
So
immune
you
system.
go down the hall and you knock on the door and kind of like proceed.
Who is it?
It's me, Gridle.
Radel.
Rick Garden.
Break the door open. Where the hell have you been?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, clearly we're in the Northern Hold trying to...
Trying to...
Dargathon.
Oh, okay, we should keep that in the down one.
Yes.
Nobody has.
I mean,
Yes, you should not do that too loudly. Anyway,
I see, we're gonna go see Dargathon in
where's
concert.
Shannon?
He was back with Alistair. Maybe. I don't know.
You're telling me that you two went off Brokeback Mountain style, and you don't know where the other is?
No, absolutely not.
That was definitely the joke while you.
Can I do an
I
inside check
wouldn't
to
be
see if he's
surprised
lying to
if
me?
there's some sort of gay joke there.
Alright.
He rolled 15.
15.
Wow, I'm lying.
No, he's not lying. He doesn't know where Shannon went. They kind of departed ways. He tells you that he went, said we need to go to the Northern Hold, and Shannon just went off, kind of not
Yep.
caring
He'll come
because about
Billy Cat.
about you guys killing his guildies. He has to go inform the families of his losses and stuff like that. So.
We killed him when we had the chance.
Weak members. He had.
Hey, Shannon's helped us numerous times. I mean,
He's helped you.
Yes.
At least twice.
yes.
He's helped us.
Yes, we don't need to kill him quite yet.
Now we no longer have our. I'm not in the room.
Well, since you're here,
You stay
We're
out.
not.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
in
stay
the-
out of the room, Tommy Wiseau. You
That's
stay
right,
out of
so-
there.
Since you're here, so you can talk to Zen. He's in a mood.
Oh, really?
Do you
Oh.
want to roll a medicine check?
Yes, I will roll
Alright.
a medicine check. I have a +2.
That's much better
That's
than
a
me.
9 though.
You got it.
Wow!
Yeah, you definitely know he is sickly.
Oh,
He
fuck.
does not look well at all.
Oh no. Well, tell me he has like sickle cell or something.
You actually can't identify what he's sick with, but you know he looks very sickly.
Well, can I attempt to recognize what he has?
No, you rolled too low on medicine.
Oh well.
You know he's sick. You just don't know what.
We don't know he's
Seeing as he's my friend, I'm going to attempt to heal him with my healing hands.
Sure.
Alright, I'm done eating my stew and I'm gonna go check out what was
Oh, sure.
You-
Is the door open?
Yeah, well, we didn't close it, so yes.
Okay, so you
Let's close the door now.
I just peek my head in and see what's going on. What's going on here?
Kel is sick.
With what?
Zen, I'm
Ligma.
God damn it. And I
I've heard that one before. Ligma balls.
I'm gonna smack,
I
smack
had
Radel
to.
in the
I
back of
love
the
it.
head.
Are you really gonna attempt to smack
I'm
her?
No.
going to hit him in the back of the head.
What?
You better dodge.
You can
Attempt to
roll,
dodge, I
roll
guess.
for dexterity.
That's 22.
All right, try and get
Actually,
22.
it's 19.
Strength?
It's 19. It's 19. It's 19.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
25.
Okay.
You have been struck.
All right. How much?
Unarmed
4.
strike roll, I guess.
4. It's just a constant.
Wow.
It's whatever your strength plus.
What the hell, man?
No.
Alright,
Strength plus
well,
1 or something.
Well, we better stick together now. Okay, I'm
there's
done.
stuff going on in here. So do you guys know what he's sick with?
No, and apparently healing doesn't help much.
Do you want to roll for a medicine check to see?
Or
Alistair.
or I gotta check with it.
You
It's just
have
a 20. A 20.
yeah, D20 plus medicine.
It'll be your wisdom.
What's my medicine? I don't have my stuff.
Wisdom modifier.
I forgot.
Mike normally has my dice. And
Yeah,
he's
I
not
got you.
here.
Here.
Yeah. It's a 7 plus
Not
5
great.
of his
It's not
dice.
great.
You know what my
7
medicine
plus
is?
your medicine.
He doesn't know what his medicine is. I'll pull it
It's
up.
probably like a
Or
2.
maybe you'll beat me. Your internet's probably faster than Drew Carey's ass pad.
Your medicine is plus 1. So you're an 8.
Solid. I don't know.
We're rolling
You do,
solid.
you
today, boys.
do not know what he's ailed with.
Alright, cool. Does he have chills? Can we tell if he has chills or he's just sweating?
You're just sweating profusely.
He is sweating profusely. It seems to be he was just sweating throughout the night.
You guys want
Very labored breathing.
You guys want to get a cold rag and put it over his forehead like our moms used to do?
Dude, that's what my grandmother used to do.
Sure.
Right,
Like,
bro. It
she
works.
like it works everything.
It works.
Everything.
So I think that's what we should do.
Right.
My
I
mom
think-
just threw me in my room and said, "You'll be fine."
Oh man, well.
Lock and key.
Basically.
So is there a cloth or something we can damp up?
Mhm.
Yes, we
Or
will
we
do
get a
such
cold
thing.
cloth and put it over his forehead,
Sure.
like Grandma used to do.
Yeah.
Like
wrap them up
grandma
in
used.
blankets. And
Mm-hmm. Are you changing the blankets? Or gonna go ask the innkeeper to change the
So
blankets?
you can get
Are they-
sick.
are
You'll
they
be
wet?
dead.
They
It's
are
contagious.
They have been sweated on profusely. Yes, they're wet.
I'm gonna have the innkeeper.
Yeah, we need
I don't
to-
want to catch whatever he's got,
Okay.
especially if it's like the COVID.
Especially the goblins. So yeah, that's fine. So are you going down to see the innkeeper then?
Yes.
Okay. So you go down. You see one of the elves there. Do you remember?
It's daytime?
It is daytime.
So it's
Then it's Barrett.
Bareth. It is Bareth.
Yes.
Bareth is there standing, just refilling some things on the shelves and everything, and he's not paying no mind. He doesn't see you come down.
Barrett.
And he looks at and he's like, "Oh yes, Kel."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We haven't met, but it's incredible how you know my name.
Yeah. No. I heard from my brother.
Oh, good brother. Could we request a change of linens?
Sure. What do you need it for?
Well, let's just say one set got soiled in the night.
Hmm.
One of our party members
they were on
has a little problem.
Hmm.
We want to keep it on the down low if that's all possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Is it like an ailment, or is he like, what is?
He suffers from bedwetting.
Ah,
Bed what?
I'll just have one of the gnomes go do it.
That'd be much appreciated.
All right. And so, are you just head upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back upstairs, and the gnome will be there shortly after you. But it seems the cold rag it's starting to just feverishly like drain. Like his head's very, very warm, and the moisture is just starting to evaporate from the rag.
We better change these out.
Can I order some PPE?
Let's put a pillow over his face. This will be it for him.
Let's not do that.
The gnome comes knocking at the door.
Can we ask the innkeep to like have the gnome check on him periodically and change his stuff? I think that would be best because we're about to go venture off into the town.
Yeah, but they might try to do away with him if they know he's sick.
I don't think though. I think this is like a mutual safe place, like the drinking hall for animals.
You are slightly wiser than I am.
I think this is just a mutual ground where nothing bad happens because it's an inn.
If you think we can trust these people, but
The
remember
gnome
this,
knocks on the door again.
this is
We're
my
like- we're
best
in the
friend.
room, I'll
If
open the
anything
door.
happens to him, I will not be happy about it.
So the gnome will be, it
Fair
has
enough.
basically like linens just above him, like holding it.
So it's about like waist height.
Yeah, he's just like, you can't see his face. He's just.
Can he change them?
Oh, no, I have something for that. I'll just grab them. Thank you very much.
Okay.
We'll bring out the bad linens.
Oh, okay. And he's like, do you just want me to wait here, or do you?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. And so he kind of.
He's going to be waiting for 10 minutes while I cast Unseen Serpent.
Oh, okay. That's fine. He was just kind of periodically like waiting outside. So if you do that, we're just gonna speed it up and
Where's
so
Zane at?
Zane.
Yeah.
He is currently. I think he was.
He should have been back to the room, I think.
Yeah, he should have been back to his room. If you want to go check on Zane.
I'll do that.
Okay. So as you are leaving the room, you open back up the door, give the dirty linens to the gnome, and he's like, "Oh, these don't seem soiled at all. You were saying soiled linens?"
Hang on, I'll be right back. I grab them, close the door, and I go beyond them.
And you open the door again.
Then I give it back.
Okay, it's like.
Nice way to start 21.
These don't seem to be fresh. These seem to be very, very fresh soiled linens.
Yes,
How would you know?
yes, he has quite the problem.
Okay.
We request that you keep this quiet.
Okay, yeah, no worries. And so he does go downstairs, and he starts washing and cleaning them downstairs. For what you think. So you go to Zane's room. You knock on the door. No one answers.
What the hell? I was waiting on. I thought we stayed in the same room. Is the door open? Is it unlocked? I'll try and jiggle the handle.
Yeah, it's open. It seems to be very loose. So Like you could almost like push it just open instead
I'll push
of
the door open.
yeah. It seems to be his room was ransacked.
Grand.
Let's run.
I'll do an investigation check.
Sure.
Let's not stick around.
Yeah, you were the room right next to his.
I didn't investigate anything.
You can't find a goddamn thing.
Can I perceive?
No. You
you
investigated
see?
the area.
Can you give me 3?
I mean, you can use.
No.
Oh wait, no, he's not there. He
I
can't help you.
can't see him.
Give me different color dice.
Nice. Fine here.
I just want a different D20. I don't want that raggedy shit.
Give me my red die.
Oh, you want a whole set?
Yeah, dude.
Hopefully it's
Can't
blue.
mix and match. What is this, Burger King?
I'm gonna use the fate die.
You want to use the fate die?
Yep.
All right. So since this is gonna override your so basically your 1 will be overridden with whatever number I give you.
Hope it's a 2.
roll fate
And what's
die?
your investigation modifier?
27? No, I'm joking.
4. So you got 16.
I get +4 on the investigation. Oh, pretty good.
So you see,
I have 3 fates now.
you seem like
Yeah, but it didn't, like, since I'm level 5, I didn't update the sheet. I've just been doing it in the app.
yeah, that's fine. Use this as like temporary, like if you have any extra notes and stuff like that. That's the best thing to do.
That's what I've been doing with it.
And that too, like it helps for both.
I'm lazy.
With that, you start seeing like it seems like it seems to be in chaos. Like there is a disarray to all of this, but it seems to be kind of focused on one area instead of the whole place. Like the bed's untouched. His like chest and everything is untouched. It's more of like his satchel and kind of his backpack and stuff like that focused. Because we're just
I'll go towards his satchel and backpack.
sure. You see like a sprawling of notes just sprawling out and out of his backpack too.
I guess I'll read them.
Okay. You start reading the notes. It seems to be in a different language that you cannot understand.
Can I attempt?
You can attempt.
What would it be?
It would trying to be history.
History.
Because you know Elvish and Draconic, you do not know, and Celestial, you don't know what the other one is.
Okay. 12 plus 1.
15. Oh, 13?
13. I'll take 15.
I'll take 15.
Are you
So you are trying to decode some of these. It seems to be like a different form of Elvish. And it seems to be more of just ritual items and notes.
Can I use the book of everything to see?
Sure.
Alright, so, that's what I'm calling it. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's literally
Everything
everything in it. So, I'll get my book out. Do I recognize anything from the notes?
There is many things. You kind of like.
I guess what words are shown up more in the notes than anything?
Red candle, and then there is a kind of like a brazen goblet. Doesn't give you a specific color, and you can't really know what it is. But it seems to be very, very significant. And then it says sigils, and you don't know what it means by sigils because it has like the terms for sigils, and then it has like different signs for what sigils there are. You can make any.
So is this like High Elvish?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Almost a very, very forgotten.
I don't think the book's gonna help me with any of this. It's too general. It's not specific enough.
Well, you focus on the book,
Yeah.
like you see it's like this red candle. You're trying to find like rituals that have sigils. You find a lot of rituals that have several
These things.
different things, but like it's just very plain in general. You don't have any clue.
What about Zentarum rituals?
No, not even anything of the like. It's pretty general too.
Alright. Okay. So there's a bunch of different sigils, you said?
Yep. But it's kind of like a forgotten high elf language.
Kind of cool.
I'll put the notes in my bag of everything. Or bag of holding.
Okay.
Is there anything else that was there other than the notes?
There's a bunch of charcoal laying on the ground broken. There's a bunch of just like ink wells, quills, and stuff like that. Like a lot of things that have to do with like research and parchment and just destroyed. It seems like some of the books have pages torn out of them. One of the books specifically, when you pick it up, it's a purple bound book, very, very hard leather. And
What's it say on the cover?
It doesn't say anything. It doesn't have any words or anything to the cover, but several pages seem to be ripped out of the book in different locations.
I'll take that book with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just put that in
Your library set.
basically. Purple book, hard leather. The book doesn't indicate anything, like where it's from.
Nope.
No table of contents.
No table.
No
of contents.
index.
It just seems to be
Ragged-ass
just
book.
it just seems to be written in, and you can tell it's Zane's handwriting though.
Okay.
Yeah. So it kind of almost looks like his notes.
Okay. So I'll take that book and then all the notes and I'll put them in my backpack.
Okay. You notice that the pages 13, 87, and 103 are missing. And also, it goes for the same thing on the reverse side. So 103, 104, 87, 88, stuff like
And
that.
13 and 14.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, those are missing from the book.
Alright.
And in every previous detail from it, there's kind of ritualistic sigils and stuff like that on either side of every page that you're looking through.
Are any of the sigils with the notes found on the ground? Alright. Anything has notes about this goblet or red candles?
It seems like there is something about the goblet. It is a bronze goblet that has been etched out of bone.
Does it say anything about where it could be?
There's no clue. It says, "I've been looking for this."
That's kind of crazy.
Okay. Alright. Anything else in the room?
No. Other than his bed and chest that were untouched.
What's in his chest? I'm gonna go attempt to open the chest.
You can attempt to open up his chest.
It's locked?
It seems to be locked without a lock.
Oh, well, I will open it.
You can attempt to open it.
Yes.
Strength check.
That's gonna go well.
Looks like
This guy
calling
rolled
one
a
of you in this
15.
damn room.
Wow.
It does not budge.
What?
You're using all your might, and it does not budge.
With the
With a
natural 20?
You have a -3 strength. What do you?
No, I have -1.
It seems to be because it's without a lock. It seems there's something magically keeping it shut.
That's beautiful.
Oh man. You
Wow, that was
have the
just
key
beautiful.
to everything.
I have the key to everything. I do not want to use it on this chest.
Fuck this chest.
You did you don't tire, you don't anything, but you could do this and basically get it open, but it's just magically closed itself shut. You can't without harming you or anything. You can pry it open, but it would take you the rest of the day to keep going at it.
Don't you know some magic shit that can happen that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do I know to open up this damn thing?
Do you want to do an Arcana roll?
An Arcana roll.
That's-
That exists?
Yep. So an Arcana.
Yeah.
Arcana.
Alright.
Arcana
Arcana?
Force. Use the
Yeah, I'll
four.
use it. I
Arcana
got
Force
+1
the
in
four.
that.
It's a 1.
It's a 10.
11.
Is magically bound by 3 certain words.
Do I know the 3 words?
You might know the 3 words.
I'm gonna say the 3 words that we had to say in the tower.
You say those, and your book just lights up.
All right, cool. Why would I might know these 3 words? What could they be?
I'll let you think about that for a second, because you do definitely know them.
I do.
So you are still watching over Cal. Zen, sorry. You're still watching over him, and he's still heating up and everything.
God, can we just lay his ass in the snow?
What indicates that I know the 3 words?
You have roll a history check.
Wow.
This is for a hint if I can give it to you.
6.
That's not gonna
Plus
1, 7.
One of them has to do with something that you just asked me about.
Oh, jeez. Was he paying attention?
The goblet?
I'm not going to give you any more specific hints. You didn't roll high enough.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so he seems to be really not doing well.
I've already tried healing him.
You don't know shit.
I haven't been keeping
else?
track since the 4th session.
Are you gonna go talk to anybody or see if any?
Dead serious.
Yeah, I'll go down and talk to Bareth again.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt to say. Go ahead.
Bareth.
Yes, sir. One of the gnomes came down with the linens. He said there was something about fresh soiled linens, like.
Yes, it appears that his condition is more so than just the usual bedwetting.
Oh, is he ill?
It may be a little sickly.
Oh, there is an alchemist in town. He's on one of the upper floors in the mountain.
Oh, come on.
Is
Don't
there
make us
any
do a
way you
fetch
could
quest.
fetch him for us?
You would have to go there yourself.
Of course.
I mean, I can't leave the inn by itself.
That's understandable. Well, then, could you at least do me a favor and could you watch over our friend? Just make sure he's all right. Just check on him every once in a while.
Yes. Zane left a message for one of you. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're all under Zane's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he left a message. He just slides you a note.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Do you read it or no?
What kind of note? Is it like folded up?
It is folded.
Like just in half?
It is folded in half.
Read it. Oh, yeah, I'll just take a quick glance.
Okay. And he's like, I assure you I didn't read it or anything. Just letting you know.
I appreciate you so much. Did he tell us, just real quick, did he tell us exactly where the alchemist was again?
He said he's in one of the upper levels of the mountain. Doesn't give you a specific location. Just because the alchemist has been very busy of late. Like he says it's about one of the 2 or 3 or 4th level of the mountain. But definitely he's somewhere.
Definitely somewhere.
He's just it's just been very hard to reach a lot of people, and going outside is a very scarce thing that we do now.
Yeah. It's kind of weird around here lately. What's been going on?
Well, the orcs have invaded, and so we kind of took shelter in just our homes and everything, and they've been kind of mannered in many ways, and not a lot of them have worried some, and as you
The orcs are
see the tavern door just starts opening, there's orcs. It's like, oh, hi, fellows, and he kind of turns to their attention and kind of doesn't pay you any more mind.
I will take the hint and start making my way back to our room.
Sure.
And then once I see that I'm sort of alone, I'll pull the note out and read it.
Okay. So you're walking up the stairs, you're reading the note. It says, for now, do not come find me, but just research the items in my room.
Interesting.
Alistair, open the damn door.
I will fold it back up and put it in my pocket.
Okay. Do you want to take a guess?
I'm gonna attempt and say goblet is one of the words.
Sure.
Does anything happen?
Mhm.
So I have to say them in unison.
Mhm.
Red candle, goblet, sigils.
You say candle, goblet, and sigils. You hear a click.
I'll open.
It seems to be a lot of different items. There's just a bunch of kind of vials and different kind of liquids in those vials, and there's research equipment and a couple like crystals, just of various kinds. There is a diamond and a ruby in there. They look almost nearly perfect and cut.
Awesome. That means wealth.
Good. I don't have to try to.
Do
break
the
it.
vials have anything on them indicating what they are?
One
Are they
has a
labeled?
skull and crossbones.
Oh.
Yeah. Just like on it. The other ones kind of like have an elven letter that reads health on one of them, and then another one there you can see fire is just on another as a symbol.
Alright, how big is the research equipment?
It's pretty hefty. It's a big allotment, probably about 30 or so pounds if you're gonna carry everything.
I don't think I'm gonna carry that. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna put all the small stuff in the bag of holding. I'm gonna put the notes and stuff in just a slot in the backpack.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you taking the vials as well?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take everything. Do I want the research stuff?
Yes.
Is there anything? Is there a table?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the research equipment on the table.
So you kind of clear off a good portion of the table. You have to do it in sections.
Okay.
This equipment, and it does take 3 sections to set up. It's kind of like a magnifying glass with some spirals and some tools that you're just like picking apart. So think of like a microscope almost, but like in that kind of time.
Is there anything already within the research equipment that I could just look at?
No, there's no textiles, no nothing.
Okay.
Is there a button you can click?
You're not in the room.
I'm sorry.
But there's also you're just watching.
You're in there watching the
Zen.
zone.
Yeah.
Do I really have a watching?
You could have been left.
Yeah, you could have done stuff too. Remember, you could always
You
interrupt.
guys are having so much fun over there.
You could always ask me what to do, and that's why I was like waiting for you can do anything. But like also you find kind of like this box, right? And it comes apart and it shows smaller vials on various amounts of liquid, like purple, red, blue, like different amounts. There's pouches in it as well.
Does anything in the book that I have or his notes say anything about any of the research?
Mm-mm.
What the fuck? I'll leave them in the box, but I'll take the box.
Okay. That's about 10 pounds.
All right, that's fine.
You can easily fit it into the bag of holding.
Yeah. Can I do an investigation roll on the equipment? I think it's 16. What's the investigation? Plus 4, 20
Okay.
or
So
19.
So, it seems to be like these are pristine, like they haven't been used.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like newer vials, newer everything. But it seems that there's stuff missing that that were either A, taken out just because they were being used, or B, that they were lost in transit.
Okay. Anything, I guess, out of the ordinary with it? There's nothing in this purple book about anything that was in the chest. There are no pages at the bottom of the chest. Alright, well, I'll just take everything up and put it on me, I guess.
Sure. Do you want to do anything, Riddle?
I want to go check back with Alistair.
Okay.
Where are you at?
I'm making my way back up.
So you see Alistair kind of closing up everything, parting stuff in. the bag of holding, and you're just in a room with him.
Okay. Is there any like places like a secret compartment?
You can
check
investigate.
that?
Yeah, you can investigate.
That's really good. Let's join.
Okay.
That's tight.
You start kind of brushing up, and Alistair.
Oh,
Yeah.
behind
Like-
you like that.
Whoa! What the fuck?
I already know you on that.
But then you
back
hear a
row.
click under the table.
Oh, I do.
As you were riding your hand under there, you were shocked just because you didn't hear him, but like you were shocked to see, and you both hear a click under
Underneath the desk or the table.
under the,
So is
the
it the
table,
floor or the
the
table?
table that you were
Table?
putting your research on.
Should have checked for trap.
So
Can I attempt to disarm it?
you can look under and see if there's anything under there.
Yeah,
Then we're gonna do that then.
You look under there, and it seems to be like there's a compartment that just fell like this, and,
Anything
should
fall
be,
out?
and there's sheets in there.
Jeez.
It seems to be ripped paper.
I'm gonna
A
grab
gas
them.
station restaurant.
This is I want to look at him. Damn it!
I mean, you can attempt to grab.
No,
Why? Why
this
not?
is my
I can't-
room.
What do you mean? I'm the one that found
You
them.
can read them after I'm done.
Like I oversee them.
I mean, you open and you see it's page 13, 14.
Oh, here are the red pages.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks
you're-
for finding me those.
You're missing 87 and 88 though.
Okay, so I have 13, 14. I'm gonna read them.
Yeah, you have 13 and 14, and you have 103 and 104.
I mean, more until we make a philosopher's stone up in here.
So what is page 13 and 14?
They are the ritual stuff about the red candle that you're looking for. It's not made out of wax; it's made out of blood wax.
Oh boy.
Where do you find blood wax?
It tells you in the instructions, and you know this from rituals from the Zentarum. Blood wax is basically you boil a human alive to be able to siphon out their blood while they're still alive, and you can make a candle out of it
Oh, cool.
by magical means.
So the red candle is blood wax. What about page 103 and 104?
That tells you about the sigils. You still don't understand a lot of that language, but there's just several sigils, and I'll write them down for you.
You can either put it next to it or you could draw an arrow.
Let's put it down here for you.
Oh, you're writing. You were gone. Just kidding. Epsilon. Avoid the squiggly thing.
Here you go.
Yay, more symbols.
Squiggly lines
Seems
in
like
my
D&D is
eye.
all about symbols.
Sometimes it is. But yeah, so those are the symbols. You have no idea kind of what they are. It seems to still be in that highborn kind of language. So,
Only if I could read them.
Great attempt. I'll let you read them. I'll show you what.
Hell, I'll try to read them. Do I need like
What do you need? A history or
Mhm.
arcana?
history.
+1 it seems, okay. That's not gonna do it. No, it don't. It's not
We
gonna-
have no recollection
I
of
made it my way up there.
Yes, you were finally get up there and you.
What are we doing here, boys?
I'm looking for Zane.
We're looking for secret traps.
Oh, good. Well, here's this note for you that came in.
All right, cool. And I'll open it and read it there.
Yeah, it says the same thing I told him about.
I wasn't there.
I know.
I helped you find those pages. Oh, it might not worth to you.
Gretel, what is that you're looking at right there? You mind if I take a look?
It is my paper. Yes, and you may take a look at it. Yes, I pass.
Okay, so I read the note. Does anything on the note indicate anything? Nothing?
It just says research.
Don't look for
the
it.
items. Yep.
Alright, cool.
Can I try and read?
So these are the
You
sigils.
try and read.
Wow, nice roll.
We all rolled shitter on this.
Wow, well,
10.
at least we have it, so we can read it later.
10? Wow, you got 5 in history?
Old man.
Does anybody want to take a fate point to get a hint?
Me.
How much fate are you at?
This would be 4.
Who has less than 4? Anybody else?
I want it.
Nope.
Why? I like things.
I know. I understand.
They're good for me. Or
I'll
bad.
say-
Or very
bad.
I'll
Or
say-
bad.
I'll
So
sacrifice
anybody
a
else
fate
wanna
point
take
and become my
it?
slave?
Okay, how many do you have now?
2.
Okay.
Darn, still my face.
You know that the brothers are high elves.
Well, I could have told that by their characteristics.
The brothers. The innkeep? Okay. I guess before we leave, I'm gonna open up my book of everything and see if these symbols are in there somewhere.
There is, and it's very heavily like in high elf, like
Oh,
Like-
fuck.
Cool. It
That's
won't dumb it
great.
down for folk like us.
Well, this
So
might be worth
basically,
it, like, this might be worth it.
I think the brothers might be able to read this.
I think you're probably right.
How well do we trust them?
We're at the end. I don't think they have sides. Unless you
That's fair.
have something else to indicate that. Nothing?
Not yet.
I
Alright.
like.
So I'll trust them until they can't be trusted.
Nice
That's
stuff,
just me.
man.
Huh?
I like to stalk them. It's a possibility.
Try.
I mean, if
That's
you
stupid.
want to.
Why?
Why do you want to stalk an innkeep?
He wants to feel useful.
You just found pages.
And
That was
I-
very useful.
I just scratched
Dylan, you just felt useful.
I just scratched the face.
Okay, so
Yeah, I keep getting power crept by the bird every day, every session.
all right, cool. So
You did find more
Wow.
papers.
Is it okay?
I don't just sit here and
Can you
scroll my
check for any
phone.
more, like I guess compartments or anything in the room? See if anything else
There
is
is
in.
no more there.
There's nothing else. Okay. I think we're done in this room, guys. I'm gonna put the research equipment back in the chest.
Okay. But you're taking the vials and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was part of the research equipment. So it's like you're putting like 2/3 of the whole set.
Okay. Are they closed up vials?
Mm-hmm. Everything has a cork in it, but it was just like, think of
a rack. It was like a rack of vials.
Well, no. Think so. You do you remember like an old medicine man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh,
he has
like
he's a drawer,
box, yeah.
and he comes out like this, and there's
Yeah.
vials on each side, and there's stuff.
So it was like that.
It's just like that. So that's one part of the research set. Then there's just the microscope kind of stuff, and
I'll
then
take
there's
the box of vials and stuff then.
okay. You already have that,
Oh, okay.
so yeah.
We're closed.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I did get a little information. We need to go see this alchemist if we want to help Zen.
Well,
Zane?
if there's a
Zane.
possibility of helping Zen.
Zen, our party member.
The sickly man.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Zane just said,
Leave him alone.
well, no, follow the research or research the items.
All right.
That was it. He didn't say where he was, didn't say anything else.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm leaving
Like,
I'm leaving also.
Where are you going?
in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
I want to go check
I'm gonna
on
shut
Cal.
the door.
Sure.
I'm gonna make my way downstairs to the innkeep.
Sure. There's a tavern full of orcs.
Oh fuck.
I've probably figured that.
Oh, that's gonna be
I will not talk to the innkeep right now. You guys want to make our way out in the town?
You don't want to talk to the innkeep?
Not with all these orcs around.
Why not?
Are you saying that? Are you saying this out loud?
No, we're still in the hallway.
I would
conversing.
roll a stealth check to see whispers.
Upstairs?
No, you're coming down the stairs talking, correct?
I thought we were in the hallway talking.
Are you in the hallway talking?
That's what I thought. I'm being serious. I'm not.
Okay,
doing
no,
the
you're
skeleton
fine.
joke.
If no. If you're correcting me, that's completely fine.
No, yeah, I
If
thought
not-
we were still in the hallway.
Then you're
All-
hearing the clamor of a lot of orcs downstairs.
Okay.
Because I thought you were seeing that there was a lot of
Oh
orcs.
no! I'm in the hallway still.
Okay.
You do not want me rolling stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Give it to
We
me,
don't
damn it.
roll
I have a
stuff.
+6.
I have disadvantage on stuff.
So I guess we hear all the clamoring going on. I'm gonna ask you what was going on when you left and came back.
A bunch of orcs came in demanding grog and liquor and the usual.
All right, so
Seems like they may get a little drunk.
yeah, right now might not be the best time to talk about these symbols.
Can we snatch the ink?
You guys want to try and go to the alchemist guy?
Yes, but we should lock our doors before we leave.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Can I put a trap on it?
You can try and trap the door, but remember the gnome is gonna be checking on
Well, I guess not.
Zen.
Well,
So, and he has and they have a key to the door. So, you just have to. I would just say tell the innkeep, hey, we locked the door, just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure.
I wish I had my slave. He could cause a distraction.
Dobby! Dobby, where are you?
A good slave. May
He died.
Rest in the many
Rest
pieces.
in peace.
He got reincarnated as Shannon.
No, he's
okay.
in
No, he's
pieces,
dead.
That's for sure.
He was dead. We don't know what. He didn't come back, so we
Shannon
assumed
said that he was
Dobby,
released in
where'd you
2,
go?
So,
Alright, so we going downstairs now?
yes.
So we're gonna just be quiet, heads down, and walk on through the door out.
I don't think that us being quiet is very likely. I think that if we just walk with a purpose and act like we know what we're doing.
That works. So you lead the way, cause you got your chest all poked out.
Perfect.
Sure. So none of you are hiding anything around your fur coats. Are you trying to cloak around armor or rope or anything? Or
No.
Probably conceal your dragon mail armor.
Well, I mean, I have the warm clothes over it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Works like shiny shit, that's why I was
They
saying
they
that.
can certainly try and get it.
Okay. So you go down the stairs and you see there's about 12 orcs just in the inn and just there's a couple at the counter demanding kind of food and everything, and there's a bunch of gnomes here and there running around. A couple other just like humans and elves and stuff trying to tend to all of them, and he's just kind of behind the counter just filling stuff up and passing along, filling stuff up, passing along, and just trying to keep coming. The orcs kind of pay you no mind. They kind of give you a few looks, but then you guys clearly can walk out to the street. So as you do that,
Making my way downtown.
you
Walking fast.
Faces past.
you guys,
Da-da-da-da-da.
you guys are in one of the middle of the streets. So the dots are the streets. Basically, keep to one side because it's basically a two-sided
road?
street. Yes. There are heavy carts in and out all the time.
It's always traffic.
What's
Main
across the
drag or
street?
E drag. Across the street is
It's like Jack 2.
a barracks. So a lot of the
Weapons and stuff.
a lot of the
Watching.
orcs and everything, and there are 2 orcs standing guard at
The
either
guard?
side. Yeah.
Let's not go near them.
We're not going to the barracks. What's on the backside of the inn?
Just various houses. So all of these are houses. This is the barracks. This is another house. This is the smith.
We need to go there.
There's
I
a
don't-
couple. There's a couple other shops along here too, and then there's shops all along in the mountains.
Okay.
But you see when you guys get a better picture of what the mountain is, and this is about 8 o'clock. You guys about 8:30. You guys spent a while searching for stuff and trying to tend to Zen. So you see the varied levels of the mountain. They all kind of have a similar pattern like this. There might be a few changes to the insides, but there's about basically 5 levels. There's the ground level all the way up to the top, and the top level is kind of like the high keep.
So we're in Cerulean City.
Okay, yeah.
So we're what, second level?
You guys are on the 2nd level technically. So, and then think of there would be another pass down here.
Gotcha.
And this is what that is indicating. This is the 2nd level. There is another town that is just a bunch of residential area down here. So, and then it's more of like shops kind of stuff up here. And then there's an opening to go into here as well. And then there's a little up to get into where this is, to get to this 3rd level. The same thing, once you get to the 3rd level, you come out to here, and then it's another spiral kind of up. So they kind of cut a road into the mountain to try and get up either side.
So it's like in The Return of the King when Elrond's going up that big ass fucking
Yeah, just kind of.
figure and buildings.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You guys.
But these are all built inside the mountain. There's some like canvas over and stuff like that. But that's it.
You guys want to investigate the residence first and see what?
Well, Rennick did tell me to go see the smith.
All right, you can. That's fine. Do you need us to go with you?
If you want to split the party.
I don't think nothing bad is gonna happen.
You don't think anything bad's going to happen?
Is there a
in this-
Pizza Hut?
In this
Maybe for me.
city full of orcs.
Yeah, you see, there's a lot of just like people on the streets, kind of laden and somber, kind of a very depressing air, even in the
Jesus.
early morning.
All right, we can stick together.
I miss Rennick already.
All right.
All right, so you're heading to the smith.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Make
so
our
which way are you going to go?
The right way.
Right. Alright.
Yes.
Uh,
The right way.
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys go to kind of the middle of the street, and you guys are coming down. You guys get to the main drag, and you guys just see cart after cart after cart, kind of on one side and stuff.
They're like a crossway.
Basically, this is kind of like a cart path, and the same thing down here. But you can easily walk, to the smith. But like, there's just a bunch of people that are just super somber. As you're passing, there's just more people laden, with kind of, I would say, kind of like an almost sad edge to them. Like a lot of them just don't know what's happening. There's just a bunch of orcs also roaming. There's like, as carts are going by, orcs are either guarding them or walking with them, kind of thing. And you guys get to the smith area. You see that out here is his opening, where a lot of his area is. Actually, I'm gonna make this a little bit clearer for you guys.
What do you see?
So this is kind of like his smith area.
Mhm.
So you hear him kind of clanking on the anvil and stuff. So you guys arrive. He doesn't pay you any mind. He just keeps hammering down on the anvil.
I will.
It looks like he's making a bunch of weaponry.
I will approach.
Okay.
What species is he?
He is a dwarf.
A dwarf.
Of course you would be.
Good. 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 Do I see any sigils around? No. Good sir.
He keeps clanging on the.
Gotta do something.
I was wondering, do you happen to know a fellow by the name of Rennick?
You hear the clanging stop for like a brief second, and then it continues to clang. He's like, "Be with you in a moment, patron. Just wait in my house. One of my young," and he kind of keeps trailing off, trying to think of better words. And then one of his kind of trainees, like just to learn the smithing, comes out and it's like, follow me. And so you guys go into
His house.
yes,
We
the
are
main drag.
waiting
His
for
house is
something.
actually a part of this, and then you see kind of like a counter and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, so this
What do we see?
actual store.
What's inside of this magnificent
There's a bunch of
smithy?
armor, but it seems to be a lot of empty shelves.
What were we coming here for?
Rennick told me
The yeah, the child behind the counter is like, I'm sorry, and he's speaking in common, but he is a dwarf child. My father has been busy at work, not for customers, of course. So this is kind of all we have right now. I'm sorry to and he kind of looks down and trails off. The orcs have kind of been making my father work day and night to make new weaponry and arms for them.
I understand. Occupations are quite taxing.
Wars are quite taxing, I'm hearing.
Yes, taxes are also quite taxing.
Thank God. What the?
Are taxes taxing? I don't know. Do you
Mike,
know
are taxis
taxi?
taxing? we all
Not
look
here.
like, hey,
Not
Mike,
here.
is taxi taxing?
Not here.
Taxi, taxi.
Here, Mike's ghost.
Yeah, just like come back and just like, yeah, they are taxing.
I love this running joke. It's so much fun for
Taxi,
me.
taxi.
Oh, and the best part is it's not even on camera.
It's not. It's great. Not really.
None of it has been on camera.
Not that part.
No.
Not the part the joke came
The actual
from.
part.
The
Yeah,
actual
no,
part
you
the joke
weren't
came
here.
from.
Boo.
That's alright.
It does suck. Maybe we'll do a running gag and go back to that sometime.
Sponsored by Popeyes.
I hope so.
No.
I would really enjoy
Sponsored by
that.
Popeyes. And
Oh.
if you unofficially sponsored by Popeyes, but if you want to gift me Popeyes, I will happily accept.
We will
Please
not
don't
decline.
Stop.
Please donate to the.
Stop asking my subscribers for Popeyes.
Love that chicken Popeye.
Donate to the Patreon if you want to see more Popeyes.
Anyways, but you kind of hear the clang stop, and he comes in and shuts the door, and he goes kind of behind the counter. And like, I'm sorry. Please, sorry for the rude introductions and everything. What can I help you with?
Well, you see our mutual friend that I discussed.
Mm-hmm.
He promised me a great, powerful weapon, and he pointed me in your direction.
A great and powerful weapon. What do you mean by great and powerful weapon?
Oh, great, as in great sword.
One that could slay Shannon.
One that could kill a cat, kind of. No, I mean, just one that's just better than this rinky-dink one, and I just, pull out my great sword.
What is your? It's a long sword plus one, or is it a great sword?
Well, I also have a long sword plus one, but I also have just a regular old
Great
great
sword?
Do you have a bathroom in here by chance?
There is a bathroom over there, and you kind of.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Some people and their bladders.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe
I
it.
can piss on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, you have a pail, so.
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you sniffing his chair?
Roll.
Just getting that.
It's a 12 of something.
Okay.
So
12 of my
you
heart.
can. I'm gonna remove that great sword from your thing then. He sees it. He's like, "Oh, did you want me to make this better, or?"
Yes, please.
Okay.
Improve.
It will take me some time. I'm very rather busy with all the, and he kind of coughs, and you can see he's been like, you can see just tremendous bags under his eyes. Like, he's been working day and night to making weaponry, and his shelves are not stocked, and he is low on metal, low on everything.
Wow. Wow, he really is sad.
But I understand. Do try and get some rest, though. How long do you think it would take? When should I come back?
Oh
He
boy.
sits and thinks, and well, for Rennick, I'll try and make it maybe a day or two. I'll try and be as quick as possible, but
Is there anything that we could acquire for you in exchange for this? I don't want to just have you working for free. You're doing that plenty.
anything to resupply my stocks. I know there's a mine not too far from here. It's probably a day or
Another fetch quest.
another day or two away.
Do you know approximately what direction?
It used to be the mines where I was. It's to the north.
Oh, it's the yellow flag one.
Yes, there's and so do you say that to him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, that's where the old dwarven mines were. There's been many infestation of spiders and of the like of lately, and some goblins as well. But we can't really go down too far deeply anymore because that's where a lot of our people have lost their lives trying to gain the metal.
Damn it.
And what metals do you need while we're there?
Any kind that you can find. He tells you that there are various kinds of metal. It just depends on the rolls of what you'll find.
And would mining equipment be down there, or would
Mining equipment should be down there. If it's it'd be quite old, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple down there that you could use. And if not, he kind of hands you a pickaxe.
What is the blacksmith like type?
He's a dwarf.
Oh, he's a dwarf as well. I'm gonna ask him if he knows anything about this bronze goblet etched with bone.
He kind of. Do you have a picture of it? Or?
No, just a description.
Okay. Do you have a book of everything?
Yeah. So I'll open the book.
Book.
And then look up this goblet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'll do I'll be like, alright, well, thank you. And then I'll get my book out and I'll
Do you
look.
have the goblet
No,
in your possession?
no. I don't have anything.
Worthless.
Do you look up the goblet and then show him the picture?
Yeah. I'll do
Um,
that.
So he looks at the book. He kind of like grabs it from you, and he's like, "This is a very, very old goblet." And he kind of gives you back the book, and he says, "Yeah, that was made a very long time ago. This was our crafters after we won a war against our now friends." He kind of spits, and his son also spits. It's made out of elvish bone and covered in their gold of their king's crown.
Jeez, what a trophy.
Do we know the king? Okay. So elvish. Yeah, I got that.
Good, you got all that?
Elvish.
The gold turned to a kind of slight bronze when you push it or fuse it with the bone. So it's almost a different shading, if you would.
Do you know where I can find it?
If anything, it would be in the treasury down below that we had there
Where's the treasury located?
in the mountain.
In the mountain.
And this chat, I fucked it up. Can't believe it's in the mountains again.
Riddle, don't make me backhand you again.
Oh, him.
More traveling.
Alrighty. Yeah. Alright, cool.
You should like traveling. You're a fucking rogue.
I like getting food and eating.
He's a fat rogue.
He has a fat tiefling.
I'm not
He-
a fat
he's Snorlax.
T-Rex, but I can use high horsepower somehow.
Okay, cool. Got that out the way. Where's the treasury located at in the mountain?
Well, and he kind of points. It should be in the high, the high castle. So in the northern hold.
Oh, jeez.
So we have to keep going up. We have a sick friend back at the inn. Can you pinpoint where this alchemist is? We were only given a general location.
Oh, yeah, Staffy, is her name.
Stuffy.
Staffy.
Mm-hmm.
S.
Staff, S-T-O-F-I-E,
Like Jesse.
Staffy.
So like Sophie.
Yeah.
But
Staffy. Staffy.
Staffy.
She and it's a gnome alchemist.
A good gnome.
Like a
Good gnome. Good gnome
Um,
material.
She has a lot of engineering tools that she required from me and research stuff, but she's a very good handy alchemist. And she should be on either the third or fourth kind of hold of this of here. She travels around a lot. She doesn't stay. She usually just stays at the inns that she gets free room and board because she's helping each floor. So she just came in about a month or two ago that I can remember, and she's been very helpful. She does wear a dark robe, though.
God damn it. People in their dark robes.
and you stare at me.
I am
Well,
evil.
thank you for your assistance. We will try to get as much materials for you as we can. Would you also be interested if we were to grab loose weaponry just lying about?
Well, this is all I have for the rest of my stock. So if you need anything, feel free to purchase it. And since
Oh,
you're-
no, I meant if you would like us to grab you some.
Oh,
If we were just seeing a long sword laying on the ground.
oh, please do, please do. Refreshing my stock is the most important thing right now. Just in case I don't work myself to death over these orcs. And if you intend to go south, just note there are orcs outside of the northern hold in their own shelters outside, and he kind of tells you it's a massive like army.
The hell?
So sneaking would be advised.
Yes, if you can sneak past the camps.
The sneaking is here.
So you hear that, Gradle?
Yes.
You get to do something.
I have a job.
Roads are the very. You can steal things. You can find things. You
I
can
can-
kill things very, very easily if you're an assassin.
Well,
You should transition to rogue assassin.
What did you?
That's neither
You
here
didn't take
nor
Rogue Assassin?
I don't know.
What did you take?
Thief.
Oh God.
just rogue thief.
It turns out the rogue thief is paying off very well here, so I don't know.
Are you sure?
You still have a lot of good traits
He
on the
hasn't-
rogue, though.
Yeah, but he hasn't stolen anything yet.
To be fair, he also hasn't killed
It's not like
me.
there's
What
anything.
good are you?
I don't
Well,
know what good am I. I'm not really that great, anyways.
He can steal things, but it depends on how he wants to use the character.
that's
That's
fair.
why, like the rogue, I always wait to be like, hey, can I do this? Like, okay, I'm not gonna tell you to steal anything.
See, I have to break the rules. That's the problem.
Don't have to break the rules. You just have to walk around the rules.
What rules?
Stealthily.
Alright.
It's time to. I mean,
So are we leaving here now?
Yes,
We got all
we
that
should go find
information.
this alchemist.
let's go to the
Um,
mountains.
What are these? More houses on both sides?
These are more shops.
Let's
Just
check out the
odds and
shops
ends.
before we go.
Alright.
What shops are across the street? Do we have a map? Can we ask him for a map? Does he have a map?
Oh, he can just tell you where everything's at.
Alright, cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
so
this
we
is kind
asked
of like
him.
the merchant area.
Yeah.
So this is kind of just like the commons, like for food, like a butcher, like a grocer, and stuff like that. Just odds and ends tradings. And then like also behind here, there's just a bunch of I would say like tools, necessity, like rope and stuff like that. Like just certain people making, you know, the odds and ends of things like lanterns and blankets.
No, like sorcerer or wizard shops.
No.
I don't
No,
think
like
we'll find any of those around here.
Alright, well, that's that then. You guys want to travel up on this mountain?
Yes.
Also, did you take the ruby and diamond?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took it.
It's going to explode.
I'm just asking.
It's definitely going to explode.
Because let's see. Did you put in your equipment?
I didn't put anything on it. I just wrote it all down
Okay.
in here first.
Okay.
Because who knows how long it's going to stay on my person.
Yeah, because a diamond. Let's see.
It's flawless. Flawless diamond and flawless ruby.
Did you check to see if there was anything magical about?
No.
Yeah, because a diamond is worth 5,000 gold.
Cool. What's the ruby worth?
Not that much.
I'm rich, bitch.
Nicki
Rick James,
Minaj.
bitch.
Ruby is also worth 5,000 gold.
Jesus.
Yep. So.
Alright, upward, onward, outward.
All right. So you guys start traveling up to the next level. It's basically you go through, get up to. It takes you a bit, and it's about you spent with him about an hour or so. So I would say it's about 9:30, almost 10 now as you're getting up to walking up here. There's orcs posted at each of the entrances.
What is each building?
Each building is just more kind of residential / shops. there's a very, very mass difference of them. But there's also like a prison and a jail on one level and stuff like that. So there is one. So this level holds just a little bit more of the higher residential area. So like you guys are on level 2. This is level 3.
So this is like rich folks?
Kind of. And then you have another level 3 here. So you can walk out here and see more residential, higher end shop.
So we're basically going through the districts from Hunger Games.
Well, the higher end shops is still general stores. There's no blacksmith, no nothing here. Because there's just him down below on the second level.
Right, but there's...
Is everything still open this late?
It's 10 a.m.
Oh, 10 a.m. I thought it was 10 p.m.
They're just opening.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is kind of like a full market of just like fresh food, stuff like that. And you see many carts.
Go steal fresh
More high-end quality stuff if you go to the general stores here. But if you try and go into any of these residential areas into the mountain, the orcs will try and stop you, it seems. Because they seem to be looking at certain people, pulling off to the side, looking to see what they have, and then letting them through if they have a pass or something.
Great.
Avoid that as much as we can. Let's,
So I have everything in the bag of holding as far as the ruby and the files and stuff.
Okay.
Can you hold on to the bag of holding?
Yes.
Can you hide it well?
Perhaps. I mean, yes.
Is it yes or perhaps?
Yes.
I will give you the bag of holding to hold while we are up here. Secure it and hide it.
he's stolen something.
One of your pockets does contain a secret area, so you can kind
Please
of like
put it in there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think I'm gonna put the torn pages in there too. So hold on, I'm gonna put the torn pages in there as well. And will the book fit?
The book can fit in there.
I'll put the book in there too.
Okay.
Pretty much everything I found in Zane's room.
Okay.
As much will fit in there.
You got a Popeye's family meal you can fit in there while you're at it?
It can hold up to 500 pounds
It's good.
and not feel like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Torn pages unlock secret mini games involving a silly old
Shut
bear.
That's a good.
You got me. I don't know. You gotta find the tiger and Eeyore and everybody else first.
But yeah, so on the third level, it seems the alchemist doesn't appear to be here. If you're just looking out in here.
Well, we should visit one of these shops and see if they know any more information. And,
Yeah.
maybe they might have some food.
So what's what each shop?
So, still shopping area. This is more of an open market.
Okay.
So like each one is the same thing. This is not a blacksmith stall anymore. It's kind of a horsing stable for higher end horses.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
I remember when we had horses.
Good times.
And then there was carts and stuff are being made as well in this row for the horses and stuff like that. And just another general store. There's another inn on this level as well.
Let's go to the inn and see who's at this inn and how busy it is.
Well, yeah, it seems like it's a nicer area, and Zane had us in the shittiest area.
Well, you were on level 2. You weren't on level 1 where there is just all residential.
Oh, so there's worse.
There's like Shantytown. This is like a little bit better. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
So it's like the
I
difference
think it was good.
between Southman and Mishawaka.
It's Logan Street.
It's Logan Street at its finest, everyone.
I think level 2 was fine. It was a good, I guess, like hidden area to
Beef
like,
stew was
keep us
alright.
Like
concealed. We're going to the inn.
The
Okay.
inn.
So-
Wait a
There's an
minute.
inn up here.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
there's another inn up here.
I thought we were going to the mountains.
We are in the mountain.
Why?
You're in the mountain. You're not in the Yellow Flag Mountains.
We're not in the yellow flag, but we are in the mountain. We're
You are
looking for this-
in the Northern Hold Mountain.
We are looking for this alchemist because we're taking care of our
About
sick
time.
friend.
Ugh.
That is first and foremost.
So you see a lot of less depression here, like not like
Whoa, sad
shy area, more of like it's more normalist. Like everybody has quality clothes on. A little bit muddy just because of walking around and stuff like that. But when you go to this inn, you also see there are orcs standing outside of it. He kind of snarls at you, and you can pass in unabated. And you kind of see more orcs in this inn. They kind of stop what they're doing and look at all of you, but then they go back to their business. And are you going to try and go walk up to the counter?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. This was your idea, Alistair.
Alright.
Are you walking up to the counter?
We don't know them. Sure.
All right.
It's just like my expertise.
So basically, you see kind of this lady kind of just taking stuff down, pouring more mead and grog and everything.
So this is filled with orcs.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing?
She is a human with dark black hair. She's about
I'm 6'4", 210.
I think she's like 5'6", if I remember putting her character
It's a
right.
tall woman. Sort of tall. Most women are 5'6".
I'm 5'6".
Yeah, most women aren't 5'6".
Are they shorter or taller?
Shorter.
Shorter.
What women
I'm
are you
5'11".
guys hanging around?
I'm 5'11".
Basketball player.
Women are usually like.
She's. I hear Jared's a basketball player.
Sometimes. I had a really good game yesterday. I had about 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's so she's kind of just passing out grog and mead, and does anybody kind of go up to the counter and try and?
What do we want to ask her? We're gonna discuss amongst ourselves.
I don't know.
We can ask her about
Where
the
can we find
alchemist.
the alchemist?
That's all we need to know is where we can find her.
Yeah, cool.
I'll-
I'll approach.
Okay.
You want me to approach?
Oh, go ahead.
Watch the alchemist.
You are
be here.
the charismatic one.
Alright, I'll approach her, talk to her. How do I start?
She's just like clunk, more grog and stuff.
There's a
like
bunch of orcs around me.
Yeah. You're kind of like fighting to get into like somewhat space to
great.
get in between.
Well, my strength won't help me out at all, so I'll just be back here.
She kind of like pats one of the orcs to move away and pats the other to move away, and they kind of look at her, and she just looks back at them, just like with a sterner look, and they're just like.
They
kind
walk off?
They just walk off.
Okay, so nobody's currently next to me. I'll ask her about the alchemist.
Okay.
See if
She's
she-
like, yes, sir. What can I help you?
We're currently looking for the alchemist.
I know there's an alchemist on the 4th level, but there's also another one been running around helping the sick of late. I don't know which one you need.
The one in the mountain.
Well,
I'm not up there.
I believe it's the one on the 4th level.
The one on the 4th level.
But is the other one helping the sick on this level?
Yeah, she's upstairs tending to a patient right now.
Can we go speak with her?
I mean, you're not patrons of the inn currently, are you?
Currently, not of this one. We are on level 2, if that matters.
You can deceive her.
Yeah, my persuasion's a +7 now, but...
Let me see if I can go fetch her. She kind of like gets one of the waitresses and starts whispering to her, and the waitress goes upstairs. It's like, be but a moment to see if I can go grab the alchemist.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna make my way back, or I'll fan them to come up here since nobody's on either side of me anymore.
So yeah, there's just open stools now. You can take a seat if you want to wait.
Yeah. I'll let him know there's an alchemist on this in the inn that is helping people, but I still think we need the other one. But figure we talk to this one.
At this point, I just need somebody that can help him. The one that's traveling is the one that was recommended by the.
This one's been helping the sick though.
Yes.
So.
Yes, that would be the one that we're looking for.
Oh, we're not looking for the one on the 4th floor?
No, we're looking for the one that helps heal.
Okay. There's stuff I need to be
Do
asking.
you guys need anything?
Nope.
Okay. And she just kind of goes
I
on.
would like a tall glass of ale if you have.
That's all.
Okay. And she kind of pours a big mug of ale, and she sets it in front of you.
Roll for check.
Thank you. How much for this?
A silver piece.
I'll hand her 2.
Thank you. And then
Wow.
she goes on.
Wow.
Big baller here.
He. Can't believe this, man.
I still need to find the Dark Council people.
Got a piece of bread nearby. Alright, I want a piece of bread.
Do you want it a loaf, a warm, fresh one, or do you want anything with it? Do you want butter? Do you want
A warm loaf
with any condiments or anything?
with butter.
She just says 3 copper pieces.
3 copper pieces.
That's a bargain.
I'll take it. How many copper pieces in the silver? That's 5, I imagine.
No, a copper piece is 1 silver, or
One.
10 silver pieces. Or 1 silver piece is 10 copper pieces. I don't know words.
Alright,
Words
got
are
it.
hard.
Done.
Toss.
It always goes to 10s
Thank you.
except for Electrum.
And then
Fucking Electrum.
yeah, Electrum is fucking stupid.
Electromite, come back to 1.
We don't use that here.
We don't talk about that here.
I don't talk about Electrum. And then there's only Electrum in the mines. She kind of goes away, and but then the waitress comes down, and you see a gnome woman with pink hair and pigtails come down with a dark robe, and she kind of points to you guys, and she steps over and she sits on the far end of the stool. So you guys are sitting so think of the bar like this. You're 1, 2, 3, and then the gnome's sitting here.
What's the name of the alchemist?
Stophy.
How you spell it?
S-T-O.
Oh, okay.
F-I.
I didn't know she had a dark robe on it.
Stoffy.
I didn't know she had a dark robe on. I thought it was spelled with a Z.
Stop me.
People in their dark robe. Is she wearing a dark robe?
She is wearing a dark robe.
Are you Stophy by chance?
It's Staffy.
Oh,
I know she would have a company at it.
You should have said it the right way.
nice try.
I should.
I'm sorry. He should have said it the right way.
It's okay. A lot of people mispronounce my name anyways.
And they shouldn't.
It's okay. A lot of people forget that there's an additional letter at the beginning anyways as well.
Who's only told them the S? Got it. Stoffy.
Mm-hmm.
Your services, we hear, are in the business of healing the sick.
Oh yes, I do pride myself on healing measures.
Well, we have a sick friend that needs healing. if you will.
Do you know what ails him?
He's sweating
Profusely.
incredibly. Some would say he soiled his linens. He's very, very hot.
Are you telling her that he soiled the linens? Are you being specific about this?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you're telling her that he peed on them?
Soiled as in sweat through it.
Okay.
Not-
Yeah,
not
I was
exactly
finna interrupt.
pissed through it. But that's a fit for the other people.
I hope he explains it.
But no, he's not feeling well. He's not.
Has he been hydrating? Have you been giving him water?
He's been drinking plenty of water.
Fever?
Definitely a fever. He's very warm.
An orc comes up and starts demanding grog, and he's like in between Staffy and you three, and Staffy just against the wall, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, excuse me."
Who is this?
And then all the orcs kind of just stop.
Great. How many orcs are in here?
There's about 20 or so.
So there's more than the previous end.
Let's run.
Barmaid, around for all of these good orcs.
Oh no! He interrupted our conversation. He shall pay. And she starts like, "Are you
Wait,
all
the
watching?
alchemist did this?
Are you all watching?" And like all the orcs are kind of like at heightened and starting to get like their weapons out. And she's like, and you just see his like throat go, and he's like,
Ha 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 ha.
Anybody else want to? And she like has her finger up again, and you just see this long nail.
She's one of
What is she?
those type of people.
She's a gnome.
Um,
And he's like, anybody else? And they all kind of just sit back and down and
go
then
back to their
yeah.
board
And
games.
the
Arcade games that you
the owner kind of is like, I am so sorry for. She's like, no, it's okay. I'll clean it up. And like she moves like her hand, and you just start seeing magical like green and white and blue mist kind of
We're very
or
fond of
over-
magical colors, as you know.
over
Mystify.
over the orc's body, and then just vanish. And then all the blood is also vanished as well.
Well, that's unbelievable.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Note to
I am
self,
so sorry
don't fuck with Stuffy.
for the interruption, my dearest. An old lady like me doesn't have any more pleasantries for rude folk. And she kind of just looks back at the few orcs that are left looking at her since their friend kind of died. And they just kind of quickly turn back to the table, not doing anything.
My dear, you do not look like an old lady. You are
What are you talking
gorgeous.
about? I have wrinkles all over my face.
I couldn't hardly notice.
And she kind of clicks her nail. It's like, anyways, your friend.
Yes, our friend. He's on the second level in. Is in real need of assistance. We fear the worst.
Well, my services don't come cheaply, so I will be able to fix your friend up.
For what?
Well, it sounds like he is going through the winter fever.
Oh no.
Not
Coronavirus?
Coronavirus.
I don't know what you're talking about. The winter fever is something that few people experience if they've been to the north or haven't been to the north. They get very, very cold too quickly, and their body can't acclimate to the change.
Yes. Yes, his body is unique.
He's a human though.
So, how much will your services set
Uh,
us back?
1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, don't do that to us.
Is he really worth saving?
1,000 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces.
Is there any other way we could come up with services?
Well, I am missing a lot of ingredients for my things, but I couldn't be bothered with having you guys go do that for me. What things do you need?
What are they? Just tell us.
We are poor folk. We
Just
do
tell
not have
us.
1,000 gold pieces. We'd rather just find what you need.
I only have 19.
Deception check.
I'm not lying.
Well, you have to prove.
Cause
it.
I got this shit on me. Well, it's on him. It's on him though.
But you found it.
Ah, fuck.
Well,
Let me go to the app. What's my deception's high though? It's +7.
oh, nice job, Alistair. So it was a 2.
8. Fake die?
Sure, I can give you a fate die.
Oh, God.
I mean, do you want to give him a 3?
3, it would make it 10. If you give me the 3, it makes it 10.
help by 2. Fate die would do so much better.
All right, so you're gonna take a fate and remove.
Okay,
All right.
yeah, fuck the critical fail.
Okay.
Plus I can't.
You get above Stuffy by 1.
With my plus or no plus?
With your plus.
With the plus? Cool. Awesome.
Lucky son.
Stupid dice. What other
Oh,
color?
you rolled an 18. Hers is like 32.
Alright.
As a note, I can't use my thing until, or I can only use it before the roll. I can't use it after.
Okay.
I was even gonna be like, you wanna give him?
Yeah.
Possibly.
No.
She's like, fine, but if you go fetch me things, I maybe can shorten it down to. It depends on what you can get me, and so she kind of says, starting of a list, some deep shrooms. They will be glowing blue in the mountains. They only ever are in low light.
So like when orcs are nearby.
And then she says, dragon lilies.
Cool.
They only grow in the caves of where the dragons are. They are made from their scales, and they grow from their scales. When
You guys
they,
want to go fight a dragon?
So
Don't threaten me.
It'd be
dragon
fun.
lilies grow from dragon scales.
I think we should go fight a dragon. It'd be an achievement. We could disarm.
We can always talk our way out of it again.
Then you'll have to also get bat guano.
Well, I
Bad
can
guano?
make that. We can mass produce that.
It has to be actual bat
Damn.
guano.
Damn.
Where's that found?
In any cave
Caves.
up here.
So it sounds
and-
like the mines.
All right. I got one other thing.
How do you
Can
spell-
I persuade her to
How does
do
one
it for
spell
free?
guano?
You can try.
I'll attempt to persuade
How does
her.
one spell guano? That's the point.
Guano.
I don't think you're beating me.
You hit a 20?
Yeah.
I demand a recount, like Florida.
Sure, it's not gonna do
Where
any
the
better.
1,200 missing votes at? Ted Cruz, hurry up.
I ain't beating it.
Okay, I was like,
Stop. Well, it was worth a try. My persuasion's +4.
yeah, she tells you about those 3 ingredients, and there's a couple other ones. She kind of scratches her head with her nail, and she's like, I don't know if there is any forest to the south anymore. And she kind of looks around to the orcs. It's like, because of these Neanderthals, and they all kind of still are not paying attention. You're just kind of going about their business. And she's like, if there's any chance, there's some flowers that are grown there. Some wildflowers, and then there's also a swamp that they should be grown in as well. They're just regular kind of flowers, just some regular herbs and stuff like that, but they grow in the swamp in the forest nearby. As soon as she tells you all this, you hear a barge through the door, and you hear, Stuffy! Oh, what now? What now? And just, he comes right up to the counter and goes, you can just see it's this big orc with a scar on his right eye, no patch, and you can just see the milkiness in it. He is orange in appearance of his skin, very fur covered chest and arms and everything like that. Has a battle axe on his back and a few other arms around his belt. And he's like, Staffy, again? Stop killing my men.
Is it dark?
And Staffy's like, well, have them not be so rude next time. I mean, I am single-handedly winning the war for you. And all the orcs grunt, and she kind of looks at some of the other orcs, and they kind of turn back. And it's like, all right, dog, I guess I'll be fine with complying at least once to you.
I sip my ale.
I can't believe you're missing this kale.
And
I'm here.
who are these?
That is Zen.
I'm in Zen.
Who are these 3? I've seen them around a lot, and my men have told me about them. Who are these people?
I will shove myself in darkness now.
I think it's a little late for that there, bud.
I mean,
That was a nice magic trick you just did there, though.
what trick? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, nothing more to say,
Staffy's like, oh, don't mind them. They're just people that I've hired to go get me some ingredients to help their ailed friend. But if they find everything, I can think about lowering the price. But if you only find some things, well, I can possibly think about that. It's like, again with your rambunctious antics, Staffy. Not again. Not another word, or I'll make you lose the other eye.
Just gonna sip on that ale. Just gonna sip and like.
This is like, be off, boys. Don't worry. Where is your friend located at?
Oh, the inn on the second level.
He kind of looks. Dargathon looks at all of you and is like, which in the. Kind of like looks at all of you. You can just see his eye.
To see.
Well, I only know of the one.
They're.
Do you remember the name?
I didn't write it down. I know I didn't.
Do you want a history check to give you the name?
Sure.
Roll a history major.
This seems very bad.
13.
Okay. The new bride.
The new bride.
New bride.
What a joke.
What's the name of this inn?
The Tavern Keep. He's like, oh, it's with those elvish brothers, and he kind of snarls.
Yes. That's the one.
Yeah, they're terrible.
No, but you know what is terrible?
Taxes.
Perforated paper.
Perforated. But you almost had it.
Tomato.
Well,
Who's been running with that joke?
just
It doesn't
when
get
you
old. Never
when
gets
you
old.
do fetch whatever she needs, she kind of like looks at him again, like, make sure you tell the guards that you're getting this for her. So we won't.
So now we have open
Make sure
passage
to do that.
to wherever the orcs are.
Well, seems like.
That is amazing. We don't have to worry about these fucking orcs.
And also, Safi kind of is like, just in case, give me any one of your hands. I mean, I only need ones. It's gonna hurt. So she kind of turned your hands like this. Are you wearing your glove?
Yes.
You need to take it off.
I don't wear gloves.
Click. Clack. Click.
We're slaves to dark.
And then you hold out your palm, and she presses her nail into you, and you just feel like a insanely intense burning, and she transcribes a symbol on you. It looks like one of the symbols in the book.
I'm gonna look at his hand. And which symbol is
The
it?
third one.
This one?
Let me see that symbol there. There, bud.
Your Kel.
Yes.
No, you're using.
Somebody could get it.
You do take 5 points of damage
Let's see.
because it is permanently etched into your skin.
Forever and ever.
It's a bad tattoo. I can't believe it.
Well, I did hit
No, it will constantly look like it's bleeding,
Oh, it's like the.
but it's not bleeding. It looks like blood moving.
Ooh.
So she probably knows what the rest of these symbols are. Now is not a good time to ask her, but
It's like the curse mark.
I still feel safer asking the innkeeps on the second level, asking stuff.
And she's like,
I know that run shit.
she kind of takes your robe and glances at it, like she grabs at it with her other hand and looks at it, and she's like,
At what?
your robe. She's like
Oh.
grabs at it, and
Yeah.
she like kind of jerks you a little bit.
Okay.
And she's like, okay, you guys can go off now. Dargathon just looks at her and then looks at you, and then she's like, pay no mind. He is one of my students.
Okay. I'm gonna leave now.
I want to leave.
All right.
Are you leaving with us?
I put my helmet back on. Clickety clack. Thank you, madam. We'll be back.
Alright.
That was a great rhyme.
That was a great one.
Clickety clack goes the cow.
Clickety clack, and we'll be back.
She also says, I will go tend to him now and see what I can do.
He won't be there by the time we get back. That's how this works.
So you guys leave the inn.
Yep.
Where are you guys gonna go now?
Go find.
What's the closest way to find the shit she needs?
Um,
Do you think we could get a cart? You guys want to get a cart? We can
Yes.
travel a lot faster.
Yes.
well, you know that dragon lilies, bats, are mostly in the
We're going in
caves.
the caves.
And then
Except for
the
the
swamp
shrubs.
and stuff, just the extra herbs that are basic necessities are down in the forest and swamp area. So it's either you go into the mountains again or into the
Yeah.
forest.
Could we find these things at Rennick's Tower?
Probably not. But we do need to go down to the mines. I have a feeling we might find a few.
Oh, you
things
need
there.
stuff in the mines too. We got a lot to do.
We might find some things there as well while we're down
I
there.
can't believe we're
Or
going
on
back
the
to
way, at
mines.
So Staffy clearly knows of the Zentarum. Or knows something. I'm gonna assume and say she is.
She seems
because-
to be very wise and very powerful.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the receiving end of that.
We found out what Dargaton looks like.
He's evil.
It's orange, apparently.
And missing an eye.
Yeah, that sounds very badass.
His right eye.
Orange skin, you say?
Yeah.
Uh,
Big orange.
Right eye, you say.
It's like Odin's eyes, otherwise pretty
Um,
powerful too now.
Eye patch.
No eye patch.
He said no eye patch.
Yeah, no patch.
So just no eye.
No,
you
he
guys
has.
wanna-
It's a milky eye. It's just
No,
a
that's-
gigantic scar.
like Scar from Lion King. Except his eye was okay.
So he has, you'd say he's turned a blind eye, you'd say.
Mhm.
Do you guys want to go do the bat guano and the dragon lily?
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes.
So we'll go north. We'll go up the mountain first, or to wherever caves are in the mountain. We passed by caves though on the way up here. We could go into the caves that we passed by because that's back down south, anyways, isn't it?
So, so the northern mountains, the range that you came from, were the northern gates, basically.
Mhm.
If you go on that trail again, it is a little bit ruggedy and rockety. You cannot make a car go through there. There's no way.
It's a good thing we have a bag of holding.
That's
But
got a lot in it.
but
It's heavy.
Shut up.
but it seems like there was 2 caves at least on the way there. So to get back to even the flag posts.
But we can make our way back and we can investigate these caves on the way.
Yeah, let's do that.
Are we doing that?
I think we're doing that.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's 2 caves there. Chances are a dragon's probably in one of them.
Well, if you don't mind waiting half a second.
Yeah. All right. Time of the room.
Break gets burned for 5.
Fuck.
That's so tough.
That's rough. I'll go ahead and expend the charge on my scale mail.
What's that?
Oh, to be not frozen?
No, to see if I can discern the distance and direction to the closest silver dragon within 30 miles.
There is no silver dragon within 30
Okay,
miles.
there's no silver dragon within 30 miles.
So there's
I
no
think you
silver
for sure
dragon
have
within
to
30
pass.
miles.
There maybe is a silver dragon within.
There is a silver dragon within 30 miles. Why is there Ah! Mike, no.
No,
Mikey,
there is
Mike.
currently no silver dragon in 30 miles.
There's probably an ice dragon.
Crazy.
Silver dragon is an ice dragon.
Oh. So there is no ice dragon in these icy mountains.
There could be more dragons there, though.
We can make
Like
a
what?
dragon.
Lightning dragon?
It's not good. It's not great. It's not ideal. There's silver's a good one.
Silver's a good one. Silver is a good dragon.
As in. What do
Silver
you mean
is
by
good
good?
natured, meaning won't kill us.
Ah.
Chromatic.
Colors bad.
Chromatics?
Metallic good.
Yes.
Fuck it. We gotta go get the shit anyway if she's gonna kill us.
Go, go, go.
Because that seems to be like her thing.
Hey.
So we're gonna take our chances with the dragon instead of a gnome. All in favor?
Yes.
I guess the
eyes have
three of us could definitely take a dragon.
I think we can.
Let's do it.
I mean, we don't necessarily. We just send Sneaky Boy in to steal the lilies anyway. So
Let's take his eyes.
I couldn't see that going wrong in any way possible.
yeah, he just got to roll good.
I rolled 2 twos in a row.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys make your way up to
The gates.
the gates. There's orcs again, and then knights in black armor as well. And they can like, oh, you're back. And the orcs kind of like look at them and then you guys, and they kind of snarl a little bit. And it's like, no, they came from this way. We let them pass. It's no worry. And so they open the gates, and if you're going, do you know when you're heading back this way, or are you coming back this way?
We're coming back this way. We'll probably be a while.
Okay. I will make sure to keep one of us posted here. One of the guards, in the black armor, is the guards of the hold. He is the captain. His name is Illith.
Spell it.
Illith. Illith.
Thank you.
Of Thran.
What is he?
He is a dragoon. He is actually
Dragoon.
posted on the wall to stop dragons from entering.
Dragoon.
Should we ask him where we can find a dragon cave at?
What is a dragoon? Like he's dragon.
He's half dragon, half
Is it
man.
dragonborn?
No, he is a killer of dragons. He is a knight that has killed a dragon, and the dragon that he killed was black. Thus, his armor is black.
Oh, so he has black dragon armor?
So
That's
dragoon.
No, it was
Oh.
in the blood of the dragon, and they dried it and dyed it black. So his armor is resilient to dragons.
So is it like UN or OON?
Of what? Dragoon?
Dragoon.
OON. Dragoon.
Just like the card.
Well, you know, it was originally supposed to be.
I'm gonna ask him. Are any of the caves we pass by have dragons in them?
I haven't seen a dragon here in a long time. Are you seeking a dragon?
We're looking for dragon lilies.
I know where they are. He kind of turns to one of his men, and he kind of gives them a look to hold the post, and he's like, I'll come with you guys.
Yay!
And he grabs his lance.
His dragon killing sword.
His lance.
Yes, his dragon killing sword.
Lance.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll show you one of the caves that I know that used to have dragon lilies, at least. I don't know if there's any more dragon whelps or dragonlings around, but they kind of disappeared in the mountains, but we had many fights with them over the years.
Okay.
Well, by all means, lead the way.
All right.
If there's a baby dragon, I want to try and get it as a pet.
They're very dangerous.
That's okay.
All right.
I'll just cast sleep.
Even that spell.
It works wonders, doesn't it?
It worked on a level 3 character.
I was level 2 though.
You were level 3.
Was I?
We
It
started
was
at
a
level
level
3.
5
He
character.
fell out the sky.
It was a level 4 character that you were
Oh.
fighting.
It worked wonders.
And it was an old Aarakocra.
It was a dragon.
It's not a
He
dragon.
doesn't pay to
Dragons
have a
are
bird
dragons
person.
impervious to magic?
Huh?
Are dragons impervious
Some
to
of them
magic?
are impervious to magic.
Okay.
Some, not all.
But yeah, if we find a baby dragon, I want it.
All right. So as you guys are traveling, you guys are traveling on the ridge. And like I said, it's not a cart path in the slightest. You could probably try and get a wheelbarrow or something along this path, but like it would be very treacherous to try and do so. He says, well, there's a cave about a couple miles that way, and you pass them, but there's another a couple down below it as well. If you want to, there's caves along this. Yeah. So he goes along the trail, and he's like, do you want to go down, or would you like to go up? And you didn't see a trail down before.
We don't see a trail up either, do we?
The trail up is what you came from.
Oh.
Because you're standing at like the gates and they just close.
I think we want to go back towards the way we came, since that's on the way towards the mines.
Yep. That's fine then.
Okay. So you guys continue. It's about, I would say about probably 2 maybe. Just because of like how long the treacherous walk is. And you come to the first cave, and kind of like you just see him start just like heaving and trying to smell. And he's like, well, there's definitely no dragons in that cave. Not even anything that I can smell.
Do the dragon lilies smell like dragons or no?
No, it's more of a sweeter scent. And you'll know when you smell it. You'll just feel completely different than you are now.
Okay. What about the bat guano? Do you want to try and get that out of this cave?
Do we see any bats in this cave, or any signs of bats?
You don't hear anything too much. It seems to be a deep cave.
Cast light in the cave.
Well, I have to touch whatever I cast light on.
Touch the damn cave.
It would just be the light that I touch.
Oh,
So I would
you can't
touch
just
the
fling
wall.
it down?
No, you can't fling light down.
No.
What about your firebolt?
Seems like a bad idea.
We got the Dragon Slayer with us.
Also, like
You do see the bird.
Illith is just like, I would not advise throwing a fireball down here. There's goblins and trolls in these caves.
But you do see the
I'll
bird.
screw them.
You gonna send the bird in? I got dark vision. Do I see anything?
The
Nope,
bird
not
is
as
very
far as
good
you
at
can see.
stealthily going through shit.
Alright, send the bird. Birdman.
Alright, Archimedes, if you will.
You're basically Vulture from Spider-Man.
Alright, so Archimedes starts going down to the cave. And as your guys are waiting, it's starting to heavily snow. Are you going to wait outside or inside the entrance?
It's always something.
I mean, I'm fine in the cold.
We have on our winter clothes and boots. But are we gonna get snowed in this cave if we go in it?
Are we going to fight goblins in this cave?
Might as well.
Yeah.
Could be a troll. We got the Dragon Slayer with us. It's probably like level 20.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume he's level 20. He's killed the dragon.
Are his eyes red?
His?
Yeah.
You can't see his eyes.
He's the Black Knight.
He has a helm like this, and
It's like Goblin Slayer.
there's no actually seeing his eyes. It's actually just 2 black kind of steel over things, and then it's a nose, and then it's a dragon helmet.
Why don't we just wait inside the cave? Push come to shove, we could cast our firebolt cantrips and melt the snow in front of the cave anyways.
Sounds like a idea.
Yes, I take that.
Do you have a better one?
Nope.
So you guys are going to be in the
So we're gonna be at the entrance of the cave
Okay.
while this snow is hurling down.
Okay. So Archimedes is traveling. It's about, he starts seeing multiple entrances to the cave about 100 feet away. It's going down slightly, and then there's about 3 different distinct entrances. One to the left, one forward, and one to the right.
He's gonna go right.
Alright. He goes right, and it starts traveling down again, winding path. He starts seeing a little bit of light at the end. Are you stopping before he gets there?
we
kind of bite is it?
Well, there's no. Is there any signs of bat or bat excrement?
Seems to be almost kind of like a flame flickering.
Well, he may try to like creep on up, see if just like on the edge of his vision, which is 120 feet dark vision.
Yeah, so he creeps alongside, kind of seeing like the flames flickering, and it's starting to get brighter. And you just start hearing, like, he starts hearing screeches and speak that he doesn't understand.
He's gonna back out of this cave.
Okay.
He's gonna go back.
You're gonna send him down.
As he goes back out, the same thing. It's starting to like come down massively heavy. If you would have stayed outside, you would have to roll for dexterity to see if you slipped, because you would be going through a blizzard.
Well,
That's why I was asking.
that's what I said. I didn't have a better idea.
So he comes back out and he's back at the entrance of the three.
All right, he's gonna go down the middle.
Okay. Goes down the middle, still more winding paths. As he comes to like halfway down, about like 100 feet or so, he saw there's two entrances on the side. And then are you going to have him go past them, or are you going to look?
He's probably just gonna peek around, see if he sees anything on either end.
Just more winding.
While that's going on, I'm gonna look in the book of everything about the deep shrooms and where they can be found in this area.
It seems to be they are deep within the rock beds of the earth. So it's about 400, 500 feet down would be the best bet to find them. It has to be very deep and damp.
Where the hell's Shane?
Deep.
Down from this mountain
You were
where we
supposed
are?
to be watching him.
And in any mountain or cave.
Oh, so we just gotta go down.
We just need to-
and find it.
Any of these caverns that Archimedes sees do any of them go down?
All of them are slightly going down.
Which one goes down the most?
If you're looking that way, like the most one would be to the right that he's peering into.
Alright, he's gonna try and go down that.
Okay, so he keeps going down, still going through. You guys, it will take about an hour for him to scour
The whole.
the whole thing if he was trying to look through, and specific stuff. He does find bats in several areas of this, and it opens up to bigger rooms, and then it opens up to kind of like a weird cave system. It appears to be like this big opening, and there just seems to be holes everywhere in several caves, even below him, almost like a crevice. So it opens up to a big room that he sees, and there's bats in here and everything, but it seems to be a lot of cave systems.
There are bats in here. But there's also a lot of caves. Did he see any shrooms? No shrooms.
He's starting to hear kind of like this wiggling or this kind of shaking of the ground. Almost kind of like a little bit of a tremor.
Can you like listen in to see if he can pick anything out? Sure.
Why don't you just choose number 3?
I don't think that's gonna help. 22.
He hears kind of like a deep trembling, and then out of one of these caves, it comes kind of like almost like a worm-ish creature, and then it goes into a different cave, and you can start hearing, like, he starts hearing gargling and screaming of a creature.
So it's a tremor from like the movie, the giant worm.
Exactly like tremors, yes.
In New Mexico.
Alright, well,
And as he was wrapping around, it seems to continuing going until, like, maybe it goes until like five or so minutes of just wrapping around, going into a cave.
so it's a big worm.
Do you guys want to ask Captain Illith about this giant tremor in the mountain?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, you guys don't even feel it.
Well, he
He sees it, yeah.
So
I see a worm. giant worm.
Oh
Is it a
yeah,
dragon?
those are many a here.
Are they dangerous?
Yes, very.
Are they?
Could you handle one?
It depends on the size.
This one is very big.
It's probably the main. I don't know, maybe the king or queen down here. I don't know if they have a breeding ground here, but I know several of them have breeding grounds here. But do you know how big it was?
I mean,
Well, judging by the speed at which it was moving, and
It seemed to be going about like, if you were riding a bike, it would say 25 miles per hour, and it was going for 5 minutes.
it's fucking huge.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, some would call it gargantuan.
Yes.
let's kill it.
He's gonna try and kill it.
We should kill it.
Desperate.
It's gargantuan. I don't think we want to mess with that thing. You know how many? Killing a dragon is one thing.
What
That's-
kind of dragon did you kill? Was it a
There's a black dragon.
older dragon, a younger dragon, a pseudo dragon?
No. This was a elder black dragon.
All right,
But also,
I'll give him a high five for that.
But also, I wouldn't want to take on one of those gargantuan worms.
So is he just gonna like?
So should we
hang
leave
him,
this
or
cave entrance, or
He
we
doesn't
should-
know what you're doing.
You slap it. It's like a good job.
Puts his hand back down. And
Oh.
It's still confused.
You'll get it. Black robes, I swear. All right. Well, there are bats here. There's a worm here. There are goblins here.
Is the worm attracted to noise?
Well, a lot of the worms here, it's not about the noise, it's about the smell.
What smell are they attracted to?
Various assortments.
Could I have Archimedes kind of like fly up to the bats?
Sure.
And maybe like
Scare
grab
them?
some guano?
I mean, yeah, you can have him do that.
Kind of like grab some guano with his little feet.
Is it enough?
It's very sticky and nasty. Some of it seems to be a little bit dried, some of it wet, but he can grab a chunk full.
Okay.
We're gonna put shit in this
I'm
bag.
just gonna have him fly back. We're carrying bat shit.
Alright, so does that cover the bag guano when he gets back? Alright.
Where are you putting it?
In the bag of holding.
Well, the bag of holding has all the vials and rich stuff in it. It's not going in the bag of holding.
Remember, you have to think about what you're putting in the bag of holding, because shit, material, rocks and stuff will. Yeah.
Gradle, you have extra pockets.
No.
You hold on to this.
It's your bird, and it's his shit.
It's his bird carcass.
Do you have a bag?
You put it in
A
something.
bag. A bag
Well,
of
he
pad.
pulls out a pouch and is like, "Here, put it in this."
Oh, you're too kind.
Alright, we need to find
Here are
dragon
these, let me
lilies.
clean you off. Scrape it
You
off.
guys are starting to feel the tremors a little bit.
Can we leave? Or is it gonna be too hard with this fucking blizzard?
It is a frightening blizzard out. It would be very, very.
Hard to get out. So do we have to go in here?
Would you rather fight a blizzard or a worm?
We could get eaten to death or freeze to death.
Well, again,
Well,
I'm
they're
fine in
saying
the
they
cold.
seem equally bad.
Again, I'm fine in the cold.
Yeah, you.
I.
Well, he describes. Remember, there's
A bunch of.
smells and scents of the worms. They don't have eyes. They kind of just eat around and find their way.
Did Harry Potter possibly cut out the eyes of this worm?
No. What do you
That's
decide?
always-
you wanna do,
I don't
Riddle?
think going out in the blizzard is efficient for the rest of the group.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
What are we doing? You want to fight the blizzard or travel in here and avoid the worm?
Avoiding the worm.
So we're traveling in.
Yes.
tis.
I'm glad we have
Welcome
a
to the
road
club.
to make up for my shit.
So if you guys are going to go deeper, you guys can decide where you want to go.
Go fight some goblins.
Yeah, let's go kill.
We don't need to fight anything unless you guys really want to. We need deep shrooms, so we need to go deep down about 400 or 500 feet in the mountain, and we need dragon lilies, and we need to find one of these caves with a dragon. The dragon doesn't have to be there, but wherever the dragon sleeps at in these caves, the dragon lilies are hopefully there.
Can I perceive to see which town carries either of those things?
You don't know where it would be. You can try and perceive to smell.
Let's perceive to smell it. That's more than
Okay. You do smell a lot of different senses: goblins, bats. You smell kind of this sweet scent coming down from the left side of the three.
And we know
If
that.
you're going all the way down that way. I guess.
go on left.
All right, we're gonna go left.
Follow the road.
Okay.
I'll go scout ahead by.
Yourself.
Yes.
All right. Stealth.
14.
Okay. So you guys are hanging back about what, 60 feet?
Sure.
Okay. And so you are going. You come up to another set of tunnels. These two are just either going straight or right, and they both seem to be going down.
I'm gonna wait for my teammates to recoup with
Okay.
first.
That's fine.
Use that nose, you guys.
And then we're gonna do another perceive.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
right.
The one to the right seems to be the one where the sweet scent's coming from.
Same thing like last time.
Okay. As you guys continue, you guys start to perceive the scents, and you're 60 feet away. You come up probably say about another 100 feet if you keep walking, and then you kind of come up to a waypoint where there's a bunch of rocks and everything, kind of like a really hard course where you have to like move through, and Illithus kind of just whispers, trying to get your attention, not too loud, but like, Cradle, wait.
Can I perceive footsteps?
Sure.
More than enough.
You hear your companions, but you don't hear anything in front of you. It seems to be just rocks,
Right away.
but
Yes, we're gonna wait then.
okay. You guys are smelling the same thing, right?
Yeah. It
Okay.
smells sweet.
Yeah.
I find it.
Yeah, it seems to be we're in the right direction, and mind you that if we are facing dragons, be extra careful. They are very dangerous.
I hope they have eggs. I want a pet dragon. I want to be Hagrid right now.
That's fair.
That's fair. You don't want to be a hippogriff?
Nope.
Are you guys gonna try and squeeze through the rocks?
I'll try to squeeze through.
What does Captain Lilith say about this? About waiting?
Kill
Does
it.
he say?
Well, no, he just told you guys to wait because he's starting to smell
Oh,
the
okay.
scent's really very prevalent.
Okay. So.
What are we
yeah.
waiting for?
Yep. Let's squeeze on through this.
Okay. You guys squeeze through. Who's going first?
I will.
Okay, Gradle. So as you get to the other side, you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you see this kind of big entrance about 30 feet down from where you are now. It seems to be a little bit wider because there's this blackness on the other side. But do you try and go ahead up to the edge of like your entrance?
No, I'm gonna wait for my.
Okay. So you wait for everybody, and then are you gonna then?
Now I will.
Okay, so you go 30 feet up. Illith is kind of behind you-ish, and so are the rest of you. You guys see a big opening to another kind of cave system. It seems to be there's just plots of caves, like a bigger holes in certain dimensions, but it doesn't seem to be like smaller ones at all. There's like one very way up to the ceiling. There's one on the floor that you are straight in front of you, and then there's one on to the side in this room, like middle.
Do we
of it.
hear anything?
You guys don't hear anything. there seems to be another gigantic, like, crevice in the middle and cracked off in multiple ways as well.
Do you want to send your bird around this area?
Well, yeah, you can see what he can see.
Stealth.
That's the bird.
That's the bird.
Choose.
12.
Okay. So he's flying around. Doesn't really have any interruptions. And he perceives he's starting to smell the sweet scent as well. It seems to be in one of the top caves. But also it just seems to be coming also below the crevices as well. So you're flying. He's just flying all right around. There's not really anything disturbing right now.
Can you tell what?
There's no light in here, by the way.
So do you want to send them towards the sweet smells?
Yes. Which one would be closer?
So the one out in front of you doesn't have anything. The one on the side doesn't have anything. That's the one up top, near the ceiling.
He's gonna try and fly up in there.
Yeah. Okay. So he flies up into the ceiling.
And gets burnt to a crisp.
What do you do first time?
So
We're having chicken tonight, boys.
he starts diving into the cave. He starts seeing deeper in. It's opened up a small little bit to a tunnel, and then it keeps going, and then about 60 feet away, it opens up to a room, kind of. And you hear like a breathing, and then all of a sudden, a shock just rings out, and your vision's gone.
Redneck!
Ah, you got shot again. That's a blue dragon.
Did he see
boys.
those what?
It's a blue dragon. Lightning.
Okay. Did he see the dragon lilies in that room?
No, he didn't see anything. He just saw a bunch of.
I think I was that.
Yes.
Is the dragon coming out of the thing? Do we know, do we hear, feel anything?
You start feeling like a rumbling.
Well, Mr. Captain of Dragon fucking upping, what do you suggest we do now?
Well, if it's coming out, I think we should hide.
Together or separately?
Probably separately.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you
we
want to
should,
hold hands while we're at it?
we should hide then.
Fuck. Alright.
So as you're doing that, he like says, probably in the crevice.
Alright, we'll go to the crevice.
Football.
So as you guys do that, there is a very deep crevice, and it seems to be like there's like 5 feet. You can jump over it pretty easily, but like it seems to be very dark down. You can't tell how far it is, but on the edges you can hide. There's like coverings and stuff.
Alright. Well,
So-
we're gonna attempt to hide, I suppose.
Okay. So every one of you are gonna hide in a different position then. So everybody roll for a stealth.
Great. Wow, must be nice.
All right. Yeah, you are hidden.
What is my stealth is probably ass. Can I borrow some stealth?
Ha!
4. 3.
I'm hiding more than you.
Fate die me. Fate die me out of this too.
Sure.
Okay. Both of you will get the fate die then. This will be added to your roll.
I will add it.
You both get 18.
Awesome.
You guys are safe. For now.
Yay, fuck that lightning dragon. He said for now.
You hear just a tremendous like roar and kind of like sparks and
Does
crackling.
it do anything with me because of the screeching?
Roll for a will.
Roll for what?
Wisdom saving throw. So your wisdom.
So,
No, go ahead.
is this down here?
Yes.
Alright, so +1.
No.
6.
Okay. You start.
Awesome.
Can I see him?
Yeah, you see him just like covering his
Just gonna
ears,
roll my
whimpering.
eyes stealthily.
Can you slide me my die back over here? Just been rolling shittily for me.
Yeah, you're kind of just, oh god, like, but not like saying anything. You're just like shivering.
Awesome. I'm frightened.
Yep.
If I kill the dragon, does that help cure it? If we well, Banshee was what we had said before. That's why I'm asking.
Banshee was the thing, so
This will not. Fuck.
you have to kill a Banshee.
Hopefully we come. Well, who knows if we come across.
If you come across a Banshee, you guys better have like really good items because it only dies to magical equipment.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that. All right, cool. So I'm got my head between my legs, kissing my ass goodbye.
So basically, you hear this dragon kind of just roaring and calling out because he's trying to look for the thing he killed.
Does he speak? I speak Draconic, but
You can start hearing grumblings of some stuff. You're frightened, so you couldn't even speak to him. Anyways,
I wouldn't want to. He doesn't seem like a friendly guy.
Fuck that hoe.
yeah, he's a blue dragon, so yeah. But basically, Illith is just like, well, this is not a good idea. And then he peers over, and he's just like, oh.
Who, Illith?
Yeah. He's like, oh no. Kel and Gretel. Do you see anything on the sides of you at all? And he tries to talk to you, Alistair, but you don't pay any mind.
No, not a one.
Do you see anything to the sides of you?
No.
Are you... Those rocks are not rocks.
What are they?
They're eggs.
Am I by them?
Egg.
Everybody's by a couple eggs.
How big are these eggs?
So
They're dragon-sized eggs.
they're about yay big and this big
Goblet of
around.
Fire-esque.
They're all different colors.
Ooh, what colors are they? Well, I guess I wouldn't be able to.
Only people with dark vision can see.
We have. I'm pretty sure all of us have dark vision.
Yeah, we all do.
They're blue, green, black, red,
What does black mean for dragon?
acid.
Acid?
Acid. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
acid.
poison.
Yeah.
Poison. Yeah.
What's other acid or poison? Green is the other one. Whichever one it's not.
Green's poison.
Yeah.
So
pretty
it's
sure
acid.
that way.
Yeah, and it's acid.
Acid is black.
No white eggs?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so they're all bad.
Well, white is bad too. Silver's good.
Oh, silver. Any silver eggs? No, all colored eggs. The fucking Easter Bunny lives here.
Yeah, I'd say this is pretty bad.
And they all come from this dragon?
No.
We are in the midst of the lair of this dragon cave.
Are there any fucking dragon movies around that we can see?
There are several like scale-ish objects, and there are some flowerish shapes of things.
Pick them up.
Yep.
Is the dragon going back into his hole yet?
No, he's roaring and he's kind of flying around the cave right now.
So we're not gonna move.
Just gonna keep.
He's starting to sniff and try and sense you guys out.
He's gonna smell that bag of shit.
So I need everybody to roll for a stealth check, but you guys are going to have advantage because there is shit on you currently.
Alright, cool. So we get 2 rolls.
Literally.
There is shit.
You did another roll.
So mine's just a straight roll.
So we'll go so 14.
Natural 20.
Good. Yeah, so you guys are good.
Have I calmed back down?
Give me another check.
What is it, wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
7? Alright.
You're kind of getting out of it, but you're still.
Cool.
Yep. Illith seems to slip, and you hear a clank.
How did he fall?
Damn it, Ella.
Oh, he didn't fall.
Oh,
He
how did he
slipped.
slip? Oh, this. He's gonna die. The dragon player's gonna die.
Oh, this is good. This is good. We can run and we can distract the dragon.
I'm taking the closest egg next to me.
God.
So he's like, oh no, and like the dragon just like stops and starts flapping in midair, and you can hear roaring and a cackling. you start hearing a voice, and it's just this very, like, overbearing.
The
like,
voice of the dragon?
Yes.
Because I can speak dragon.
It's like this very, very deep. It's like, tiny morsels.
Do we know what kind of, like, how old this dragon is, or?
No, we're all hiding. I'm like this.
Illith kind of just like, just wait here. I'll see if I can deal with this.
Oh, because he's a dragoon, so he.
So he kind of steps out from the crevice and he's like, not a morsel. And he's like, the dragoon appears yet again. Like, I haven't faced you at all. No, but you've faced many of my kin. What are you doing here? Killing another one of us? You can roll for wisdom to see if you can get out of it again. What was it?
Fate died me.
Oh my god. Is this natural one?
Yeah.
Okay. You're unfrightened.
Awesome. Thank you, Fate Man.
Illith kind of steps out of the crevice and it's like, no, I'm not here to kill any of your kin. I am here to receive, and he pulls out one of the lilies from the crevice. He's like, one of these. I have a ailed friend. I don't wish to make harm. And the dragon just snarls and grins. Well, remember, you've killed more kin than we are of the like. So if we can kill you, we can raid your town to get our vengeance. And he's like, well, now hold on.
Hold
Wait
the
a minute,
buster,
I'm not
buster.
I didn't come here to die.
And he kind of like taps his foot on the crevice. And he taps again, and then he taps one more time. And then he stops, and then he taps once, and then he stops as he's conversating with the dragon. Basically, the conversation's them talking, and you start hearing more rumbles.
Did he call more of his friends?
And then he's tapping the side like 3 times, and then tapping once, and then you hear more rumbles, and it's like, no, I am here just to get one of these for my ailing friend. And the dragon kind of like shoots lightning straight at him, and he kind of rolls out of the way. And he has his lance at the ready. He's like, I am not trying to fight you. And he keeps tapping. You can hear the tapping. And then all of a sudden, in the crevice, you start feeling massive tremors. Are you guys attempting to hold on to anything or not?
Hold.
He knows we're in the crevice.
He does.
So you guys just want to come out?
I'm gonna.
That's a terrible.
Well, he knows Illith.
About how far away is the
Well, I
dragon?
thought the taps meant he knew we were in there.
About how far away is the dragon from me?
How far the dragon is? It's about like 80 feet up. It's flapping its wings in the air and shooting lightning at Illith every so often during this conversation.
That's a shitty conversation.
Well, he's not very happy that many of his kin have died.
Clearly.
Steal me an egg. I'll give you the diamond.
Do it. He won't.
For what?
The dragon egg.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Steal
hold
me a
on to
dragon.
whatever I can.
This should be fun.
Are you gonna attempt to take an egg?
Why not?
All right. What one do you choose?
What
There's-
colors were they?
There's only 2 next to you, Gradle. Either odds or even.
Not a different color. I
Pick
could
one.
just choose a color.
Pick one.
Odds.
Because you are in different places.
Evens.
Okay, there's a red dragon.
Oh
Egg.
no.
Are you taking the red dragon egg?
Yes, I am.
Are you putting it in the bag holding?
Yes.
Okay.
Nope.
Do you think you should leave it?
Alright, so you put it in the bag of holding. There's a red dragon egg. And it's fine.
I'm making me some breakfast in the morning.
Then, as you just constantly hear, these tremblers are kind of getting louder and stronger, and like there seems to be movement under your feet, as you guys see.
Put the egg back.
Is it too late now?
It doesn't seem to be a dragon at all. It seems to be this kind of like non-scaly thing. It seems to have like
Is it the worm?
bumps
like
and
a
bumps
worm.
and bumps.
I think it's the worm.
It's the worm. Where are the rest of these dragons at?
Then you hear more roaring, and you hear more things coming out, and there seems to be a couple whelps appearing near Illith and everything, and there's this massive trembling, and
So the dragon's making the worm come. We are in a shit show, boys.
Illith kind of taps his feet, and he does 2 taps this time, and there's nothing. And then you hear this gigantic breaking of rock come out and just grab the dragon. And the dragon's just
The worm ate the
shooting
dragon?
lightning and like just everywhere, and it's just firing and firing and firing, and it nips the worm, and the worm kind of retreats, and then the dragon just fires just this volley of just lightning breath just down this cavern. You hear just a wail, and then you hear flapping from like other places going around you, but you don't really, you see like dragonlings and stuff like that wrapping around and flying in the cave, and then there's another dragon that comes out.
Put the egg back. Put the egg
It's
back.
too late now.
We need to get
Too
the
late now.
fuck out
We're
of
gonna
here.
hold it.
And Illith is just like, run now. Like just
Yep.
he
Run.
immediately is just
Run.
like tapping and like starting to tell you guys to just run.
Okay.
But as you guys get out of the thing, you guys see this kind of weirdish hue from another dragon. It is red, and it is now blowing fire into that cave entrance as well.
From where we came?
No,
Oh.
where the worm was coming from.
Oh.
And Illith is kind of right at the entrance that you guys came from.
Yep, we're bailing.
We're gonna run.
Full on running.
Alright.
Run.
Sure. So you guys are running out.
We got the one dragon lily?
Mhm.
Alright, we mark that off the list.
Just run.
Yeah. And you hear this kind of like lightning crackle toward you guys, and then flames right after. And Illith is just like kind of standing a little bit towards where you guys are and kind of pushing you guys to get through.
Fire and lightning.
And then he comes on the other side, and you can start seeing like his armor's like singed a lot. And he's just
Do they not chase us?
from what you can perceive, they can't chase you out of a tiny hole.
Okay.
Good.
We made it out with the egg.
I told you.
That's not gonna be a good.
But you still hear tremors.
Yeah.
Yep.
So are you guys just trying to book it for the entrance then?
Yep. There's not
Okay.
even a point to. We got the thing, now we just need the shrooms.
Okay. So you guys book it toward the entrance, and then you see this gigantic kind of worm just sprawling outside of the side of the mountain, and then there's just 3 dragons like spawning around it, and like just going around and shooting lightning and fire, and this weird just array of kind of not like not ice, not acid, not poison. It's just kind of like this weird light.
Was it hyper beam?
Possibly.
It's hyper beam. Is it silver dragon?
But it's more or less like it's a flowy kind of fire.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the dragons.
Red, black.
What kind of dragon is it?
You can tell that it's orange.
I'm gonna look it up in the book of everything while we're watching this.
It seems to be, and the blizzard's still going on. This orange dragon seems to be a mixed breed, and it seems to be kind of combining like this lightning with fire, kind of.
The dragons are fucking. This isn't good. This is really bad.
And it's
For the worm.
Yeah, and the worm just seems to be like trying to like get at a couple of the dragons here and there, and then recedes back in, and they chase after it.
Cool. What are we gonna do?
Get the fuck out of here. We need to head towards the mines.
Are you guys going to the mines, or are you heading toward the hold? Because it's a mighty blizzard right now.
We have to get out of here. Let's just go. You want to go?
It seems to be like nighttime too. It seems to be like 9 o'clock.
I guess we better get back and take a rest. Yeah, let's go back. We'll come back out in the morning. Hopefully the dragons will have.
So we're going to the inn.
down.
We're gonna go to the inn. We're going to the inn.
Okay.
We're leaving.
So I will end it there when you're heading, when you get to the end. So basically, you get to the inn, and you see the other brother. Does anybody remember the name?
Yes.
It's
Meredith.
Meredith and Meredith.
Yep. Meredith. It's like, oh yes, the gnome.
Stoffy.
Stoffy, yes. She came up and said something about your friend. She's tending to him right now. But he's not being tended here.
Where is
Where?
he being tended?
Back on the herd
Herd.
level.
Oh, well, that's
Okay.
fine. He's probably better off there.
He's on the 4th level. She said if you have
Fourth.
if
He's getting better treatment than we are.
if you need to send her things or anything, I can happily send one of my.
Yes. Take this bag of bat shit and these flowers, and she wanted them.
Okay. I
have
will
questions.
make sure she gets those. Yes.
What do these symbols mean? Did I show him the symbols?
And he looks at them and he's like, "Are you sure you want me to tell you about them now?"
You can write them down. You don't have to talk about it.
Okay. As he looks around, like, now? And there's still a couple of orcs here and there.
No.
Later
When
tonight,
when
you're
it's
not
safer.
Oh, okay. Sure. I will make sure Meredith gets these to you in the morning. I'm guessing you look a little bit worse for wear.
Yep.
It was an interesting excursion.
I can tell a lot of people saw the dragons fighting a gigantic worm.
If you could do us one more favor, bring a pan and a stove. We will be making our own food this evening.
I mean, why?
No reason.
We like to eat exotic food.
I mean,
We don't need that stuff.
oh, okay. Yeah, because the only fireplace that we have down here is this one, and that we use to cook the food on. I mean, we have a spike of meat on.
No, we're okay. We don't need. He's
Well,
just
bring the
babbling.
food at least.
Trying to eat my dragon.
All right. So you guys go back. I'm assuming you go back to your room as well.
I get the room to myself.
You go back to your own room. So yeah, you guys are all individual rooms right now. So, but yeah, so Illith also bid you farewell when you enter the
Goodbye,
tavern.
good riddance.
And said if you do need to go back out, please don't.
Ask me.
I mean, no, don't worry. I will gladly accommodate you because the dragons seem to be more riled up than I had hoped.
Well, we would definitely appreciate your assistance. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, and everything seems to be in order. You guys can go take your long rest.
Buzz off.